Hey yo, long time no see, everybody.
What's
We
up?
What's
are
good, man?
we are back again. It was long time since we did a Mugiwara Mondays episode.
Man, I'm telling you. Don't
Yeah,
worry,
it's
we gonna get more consistent with it. You know what I'm saying?
it's a tradition that's gotta keep going for
Yeah,
sure.
yeah.
One Piece is heating up.
I'll be right back.
All right. Yeah, for today we're just covering the latest two or three chapters of the One Piece manga and the last two episodes of the One Piece anime. So the internet was completely obliterated for these past two Saturdays in a row when One Piece has damn near shut down Crunchyroll or has shut down Crunchyroll and other streaming services that people like frequently use. Uh, so yeah, we're finally here, guys. We seen Gear 5 Luffy, uh, his peak power and his final power up. Uh, people have seen the designs. If you aren't caught up on the anime or the manga, you're more than welcome to take off and run and hide and do what you got to do because this is about to be a very spoiler heavy episode. And Luffy, he is about to put the whaling on Kaido. We're at the tail end of the Wano arc, like the moment a lot of manga fans have been waiting for, and anime fans have no idea what they're about to step into because it just gets even more chaotic after Wano. So it's a really good time. One Piece is so viral right now that I went to go Google search an image of Gear 5 Luffy, and that's literally before I even hit the letter R in Gear, they're just like, we know exactly what you're looking for. Like, dang, Google, like, what is Luffy popping like that now? It's
Yeah.
like, I
You know it.
appreciate that. Yeah, Luffy is the man right now. People finally putting some respect on his name. Well, some people
Some
finally putting,
people.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like, man, I had to deal with toxic Zoro fans for so long, and now people have finally brought in the Goku comparisons, and everybody, the whole internet's divided.
Yeah. Yeah. Most of the internet, but like, there's a lot of people that's accepting it. Oh my god, I've seen so many people react to Gear 5 and like the whole Joy Boy thing. Everybody, like, nobody can help but when they watch it and laugh. Like, there were new One Piece fans that's never seen One Piece before, and that was the first episode. They were like, they kept hearing this and see, this is how popular Gear 5 Luffy is. People who have never watched One Piece before, and even came out and said that they will never watch One Piece because it's too long and stuff like that. We're sitting there like, yo, I might have to start watching One Piece, yo. And they were just laughing along with the animation, man. They were having a blast with the animation, and that's something very different. Usually there's a very serious tone to a lot of transformations in anime. When Goku went Master Ultra Instinct, when Gojo became the honored one, um, what else? When Asta goes devil mode stuff, there's
Yeah,
usually a serious undertone to it, and people are like, "Oh, dude, it's over. Oh man, dude, I can't wait. Somebody's about to get hurt." With Gear 5 Luffy, everybody's having a blast. They're
yeah.
like, "Yo, I'm loving it, bro."
He went
Laughing,
straight Tom and Jerry on him.
yeah. Exactly, and it's something different that we've never. It's a phenomenon that we've never seen before, like where we know that Luffy is going to win, but at the same time, it's like this. We're so lighthearted about it, and everybody's like, "Oh, Luffy, you." that's just like Luffy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? And you know, it's they're embracing it. And then there's just so many people that's coming in and they're like new One Piece fans, and they're like, man, we gotta get started on One Piece. We cannot wait no longer. We've been hearing so much about it. Whereas if you compare it to a lot of other animes, that people still they're able to hold off a little bit, but because of the hype that One Piece has been getting for the past decade now, and the steam that it's been getting, like at first, the first One Piece been going on for over 20 years now.
Yeah.
And at first, that first decade, it was kind of like meh, you know what I'm saying? Slowly picking up steam, you feel me? But then all of a sudden, the last 10 years, everything just been going One Piece crazy. Luffy is everywhere, in every shop, on every screen, on like in everybody's mouth. At every convention, you cannot help but hear Luffy's name. And that is that's history. That is history by itself. Like
Yeah, shout out to Billy E. Rhodes real quick. We're talking about Luffy's right hand man Zoro, the one of the wings of the Pirate King, and also Kenpachi's screensaver avatar thingy.
That dude look clean though.
Yeah, the greatest swordsman in all of the One Piece world, and arguably anime.
Yes, and that's something
You
that
think you could take Mihawk right now?
What was that?
You think you could take Mihawk right now?
Probably not.
Probably not.
I'm not saying that he can't. I'm just asking.
He. So defeating King kind of put him on the map for being able to take down some really powerful Devil Fruit users for sure. But since Mihawk is straight up sword play
and hockey,
yeah, that's gonna be a challenge of hell, life, death, heaven, and hell for Zoro. So it's
and I got a question just about One Piece in general. Like we hear this all the time about or we used to hear it all the time about Mihawk is the greatest swordsman in One Piece. Isn't Shanks a swordsman?
Ivory of a swordsman. Because I can say, in my opinion, I think he would be considered a swordsman. But just like, I don't know, for some reason, there's a lot of people that doesn't want to give him that title because he only has one arm. Or if he used to duel with Mihawk for the title of the greatest swordsman in the world, that in itself should just tell you, yes, he is a bona fide swordsman.
Yeah,
but
on one
he
hand,
specializes in hockey.
Yeah, he's more like a combatant pirate, if anything. Like he it doesn't matter what you put in the one hand that he has, he's gonna hit you with it, and it's gonna lay you out one shot.
Make use of it.
Yeah,
yeah.
He'll have a super powered. Yeah, he'll have
Shanks, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, he'll have like a Conqueror's hockey powered fly swatter and take out a whole pirate crew. Like
hockey powered fly swatter.
Can you imagine Shanks with a bonnet on chasing you with some house shoes? Come here.
He's like
the fly swatter.
He used that divine rapture technique with his house shoe and just blast you out the house.
Just chunks it at your head.
I don't know why, Deante, but because you said something about the fly swatter, I was like, just average everyday things into weapons. And then I thought of that horrible Daredevil movie with Bullseye. And I'm like, could you imagine Shanks like straightening out some paper clips and throwing some hockey-infused paper clips at your face? No.
Total monster. If he can't, I bet this whole crew can do it. I bet, like, especially Yasa, Uso's dad, like, be able to just fling something at you with precision and so much hockey infused in it. It can kill you with something
Give him
stupid.
Usopp slingshot, man. Dude,
Yeah.
be a beast with that.
Yeah, you so will shoot like plants at you and still mess you up really bad. Like it's wild. One Piece is such a wild world that they live in.
Is Usopp the Han Solo of the One Piece crew?
He just might be.
Yeah, I think so.
You
I would say.
know he's getting the ladies.
Yeah. Yeah,
I'm
you
sorry,
so,
I had to say it.
No, yeah, you're right.
some people would argue that he's the Lando Calrissian of the Straw Hat Pirates.
Oh,
I was like, I can
yeah.
kind of see that too.
yeah, definitely.
I you know what? I'll let it go, but nah, Lando's so much smoother than him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, you know.
yeah. I didn't. Well, that because of my lack of history and knowledge of Star Wars, I don't know what Lando's game with the ladies is. I would assume he got the game, but I don't know.
I don't know.
Never seen him on screen with women, but
He just seems to be like a whole lot smoother
Smooth
character.
talker.
Yeah.
yeah,
And Han Solo, like he'll push you out of the way, shoot at your feet, and then run off. But Han Solo or Lando, he'll just be like talking to you. Then all of a sudden you'll fall down the shaft and be like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, you're down there," and turn around and walk away.
man.
You know?
Like, hey, how you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, Yusuf is a very interesting character because right now a lot of his fans are trying to.
I'm liking Usopp now, and I'm even finding myself like just giving Zoro his respect. You know what I'm saying? I will not give Goku or Gojo that same courtesy, but
Gee,
Zoro, I can give him his respect. He's a hard worker. He does what his captain says. You know what I'm saying? This dude, he doing his thing, man. You know what I'm saying? He's a capable fighter. He's really capable fighter.
Yeah, he is, man. That fight with
And he
King
doesn't
kind of.
brag about it. He doesn't brag about it. That's one thing I can't stand about Gojo. No, anyways, but he doesn't brag about it. He just, laid back. He chill. Cool. He cool.
Yeah, Zoro just like, hey, you want to challenge me, go right ahead, but I wouldn't. Like, bro, don't put all your eggs in one basket if you think you're trying to beat me.
People still want to call this dude racist. This is funny, man.
Man, I'm like, man, they give Zoro such a hard time. I'm like, don't give Zoro a hard time.
Look,
Give his fans
I don't
a
think
hard time.
I really don't think it's. I do give him a hard time, but I don't think it's his fault that every time it just so happened to be a person of a different ethnic background. Like, look, man. That's hilarious.
Almost makes you wonder who was Mihawk. It's like, is Mihawk Russian? Is that why Zoro fought him? Is Mihawk based on a Russian character or a person?
He's from Transylvania.
Like, dang it. Yeah, Zoro's definitely a really cool swordsman, man. I respect him, but his toxic ass fan base gotta go.
That was a different story.
They trying to ruin him, like they ruined. In Will's defense, Gojo kind of ruined himself, but then the toxic fans made it worse.
Yeah, man. Like, I had so much respect for Gojo in the beginning. Like, I'm like, okay, Gojo, you are the strongest and stuff like that, but you don't gotta announce it every single time. You know what I'm saying? I can respect that a person takes pride in who they are. That's cool and all. That's nice. But when you get so cocky, you let your guard down and proceed to take a ass whooping from Toji that you have never gotten in your entire life. You deserve that. You deserved it. You know what I'm saying? Ghetto kept telling you, hey, bro, chillax, man. You need to get some rest. You ain't him yet. You are not him yet. Relax. He was like, oh, well, you know what I'm saying? I'm good.
Like, I got him.
You know I'm good. I'm the strongest. He's like, all right, bro. All right.
Told you, walk up in this dude's house and just ready to stab him.
And then, but even I can respect that Gojo he's strong. He really like that. You know what I'm saying?
And don't take anything away from Toji either, because
Right.
Toji is like, he has no cursed energy. Like, the only person in the world who has zero cursed energy is exactly what they said.
Mm-hmm.
He erases himself completely from their visual spectrum. And he moves so fast that unless they are concentrating on him, he's there in an instant. So it's not surprising that he was able to sneak up on Gojo without them knowing that he was going to be the one coming for him. It doesn't surprise me. I think it's a testament to how powerful that what is it they call the heavenly
pact?
Yeah, that heavenly pact that he makes. It shows how powerful that actually is.
Mm-hmm.
And so that when someone else might or might not make that same pact, they become a bad motherfucker too.
They sure do.
Right. Boy, that's why this certain person is going to become my favorite female character in all of anime, because oh my god,
yes Lord.
After she made that pact, it was like, man, she was a beast.
Terrifying.
A beast, man. And then she was so cool with it. I loved the way they depicted her with the personality switch, where, before she was just so, giddy and just happy and but now she just, just nonchalant, just don't take no nonsense
at all.
No nonsense.
Yeah, I see the My Adventures of Superman advertisement on HBO Max.
I need to watch that.
My personal opinion, I would stick that in the same category that I would stick like the Boondocks and Avatar: The Last Airbender. Something that's made by and influenced by Japanese and Asian animation, but is made by a Western studio. I think even some of the Avatar: The Last Airbender was made in Korean studios, but I mean, it was still a Nickelodeon production. So and Boondocks was a completely American production, but he was just heavily influenced by a lot of anime and his animation style.
Yeah, because they've tried it before where they did like that one series where Superman and RWBY all did this like collaboration project together, and the people that watched it said it sucked.
It did. I didn't watch more than like 3 or 4 minutes of it because I hate the animation in Ruby too, because RWBY, I believe it's pronounced Ruby. And it's that CG animation that I'm just not super fond of. So
I don't know, man. I'm hearing mixed things about it. Like a lot. Well, I guess it's mainly female predominant show and fan base. But a lot of them are like, they like it and stuff like that. And I'm like, I've seen like a snippet of it, and I was like, that ain't it.
It was like Superman doesn't even talk like that. It's such a weird dialogue that they gave him in this series.
Oh, wait a minute. We talking about Ruby?
I think that Will was talking about Ruby, whereas Deante came in and talking about Superman.
Wait a minute, what?
I
like the Superman. I like Ruby, the Superman, Adventures of Superman.
Oh, okay.
So the Ruby collaboration with DC is what I was referring to. Like I guess the characters from Ruby and DC teamed up the little snippet that you get to watch to like preview like the series. Superman and Wonder Woman are like standing in a group with the Ruby people, and Superman says a whole lot of un-Superman shit in the trailer. And it's just like, who the fuck wrote this for him? Like,
what do you say?
I feel like I just grabbed a nigga off the fucking street and he just wrote Superman's lines for him. And I wish I could remember what he said, but all I had to do was press play on the Ruby Superman trailer, and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. And it's
I wish you could pull it up, but
I was like, dude, that is whose idea was this? I respect like the opportunity that they needed to take to get this collaboration done, but no. Nobody on planet Earth asked for this.
No. My Adventures with Superman, I watched a couple episodes of it. I thought it was pretty good.
I do want to watch that.
The Adventures of Superman. That's the one you're referring to?
Yeah, it's My Adventures with Superman. Oh. So I don't know what the different. That's just so they have a different name with it, I guess. But it's definitely more like anime inspired. But yeah, I would say it still falls into that same category. It's still American animation. It's just inspired by Western influences.
That's a fact. It says, is anime a style of animation, or does anime have to be geographically located in origin?
Anime is supposed to specifically refer to Japanese animation, which is shortened to mean anime. You have different names for the animation styles that come from different countries. Like manhwa is what I believe they call from Korea, and I'd have to go look it up. But there's one that it's different when it comes from. It's like gonja when it comes from China. And then you have the whole French anime as well. So there's French animation studios as well. So you have to watch for them. But they still do Japanese like dubs, the Japanese dub with subtitles. But some of the studios are in France. So, but like I said, it's still, I believe that most of the ones that are in France are still Japanese studios, but there again, all of this is subjective and are things that are basically labeled this way by fans as a way to distinguish between them. I don't think that any of it is a like technical name for all of them. It's simply the way that people have labeled them to make it easier to distinguish between where things come from. So when you say anime, someone should know right off the flip that you're talking about Japanese animation. Because whenever I talk about, I watch several Chinese anime, and when I talk about them, I'll say Chinese anime because not everybody knows like donga or manhwa as anime, from those countries. So I'll just say the name of the country that it comes from, because I feel like when you say anime to me, that it does very distinctly mean that it's coming from Japan. So
I'm pretty much the same way about it too, because I still don't know what the Chinese name for it is. So I say Chinese anime too when I talk to people, or anime from China, or whatever closest to politically correct I can do.
Yeah.
But back to Gear 5 Luffy though. So we might as well get on to like the lovers and the haters of this new transformation of Monkey D. Luffy, and the fact that there's a lot of unnecessary comparisons, in my opinion, to all of Goku's transformations.
Yeah, sure. You want to go first?
I can speak my piece on it, because when I first seen the comparisons, I was on Twitter And I seen like, and it's One Piece fans that started some of this crap too. It's like, bro, why you got to be the toxic half of our fan base? Like, don't ruin One Piece
Yeah.
for your fellow One Piece fans, bro. Like, and you got all the Dragon Ball Z fans riled up. It's dudes on Twitter right now that are also well-known YouTubers that just like, yeah, Luffy can drag Goku, and it's like, bro, why would you even mention his name? Like, let both of them be great in their own way. I'm not much of a Goku fan, but I can still
Yeah.
respect the fact that Ultra Instinct is very freaking powerful. And you put him in other anime universes, Goku might wreck a lot of fucking houses, man. Like it, and you can say the
Yeah.
same for Luffy too, because like now that Luffy can alter reality, you could put him in Naruto, you put him in Bleach, and he could hold his own for real, for real. Now he's a reality
I
warper.
understand. Yeah. True. I
So
understand. Yeah.
it's a waste of time to just argue over Luffy and Goku because everybody's gonna jump on Goku's dick at the end of the day.
Yep. True. And that's what mainly brought about my hatred, my dislike of Goku is because and they do this with every anime, every transformation. They try to compare it to Goku. It never fails. What did I tell you, man? Like, watch. I guarantee they be like, oh, but Goku did it first. I'm like, bro, every time it never fails to bring Goku up.
And see, I don't even understand why someone would bring Goku up.
It's pointless. It's like I guess they have some long vendetta against Dragon Ball Z fans. Like we have a vendetta against Dragon Ball Z's toxic fan base, but we don't have like just a pointless vendetta against all Dragon Ball Z fans. Like we're gonna post about how much Luffy is better than Goku just to get them riled up. Like, bro, you first of all, you have like over millions of followers on YouTube. You use your platform to do this kind of stupid shit. I hate you. I fucking hate you.
But if you're going to compare Luffy to somebody, in my opinion, you would want to compare him to someone that does similar things to him. Like, and I mean, while there might be some in anime, the first one that comes to mind is like, Scarlet Witch. Put him up against Proteus from the X-Men.
Right.
Someone who wore Shelley. Franklin Richards, who created a complete multiverse on his own. These are the kind of things that you would think to put Luffy up, like compare his powers to. Like I would say, okay, he's probably not quite as powerful as Franklin Richards, but I would say that he could probably whoop Scarlet Witch's ass.
Yeah, Luffy's pretty up there, man. Like to be able, so we all presume that his Toon power. Oda never like formally said what the power truly does or what the power of Nika, Sun God Nika, is actually all about. But all of us have came to the conclusion that it's just Toon power. So he could basically take Looney Tunes anywhere else.
It's only limited by his imagination, right?
Yeah.
They stated that it was only limited by his imagination, right? So
I think that was the translation of the manga.
He got.
What was that?
I was saying I think that was the translation that I saw in the manga was that his power is to make his imagination reality. So when the elders were talking in the manga, they said that his power was to make imagination reality. That the reason he's only done Gum powers is because because he had the Gum fruit, that is all that he's seen as what his powers can do. But that once he realizes what the powers of the fruit are, once it's been told to him and he starts expanding on it, that it's not that it like as you said, it's only limited by his imagination, and he can bring his imagination into reality that his powers will expand a lot more. Then he might be on par with Franklin Richards.
Yeah, because right
Once
now
he
Luffy.
gets to that point, then he's Franklin Richards.
Yeah.
He can make his own reality. He can turn Galactus into his hero.
Are we glitching out or something?
I've heard it
Like,
maybe
are
once
y'all
or
having the
twice.
same difficulty?
Yeah, I hear you drop out a few
I was having
times.
a hard time.
I haven't heard Deante drop out.
Yeah, I've heard it like once or twice, but I don't know if it's still going with you guys or not.
It might be my. I don't know. It might be my internet, but yeah, like it's as stated in the manga, like it's the most ridiculous power, and like I think in the I want to say one of the SBS volumes, they expand on it and talk about how it was limited by his imagination or whatever. And if you think about it, Luffy, when he got the fruit, when he ate the fruit, that's what the fruit was known for, right? So people would say, "Oh, yo, you ate the gum fruit. Why'd you do that?" And that's immediately what his mind took it as, and he was like, "Oh, so it's rubber," and that's when his powers kind of manifest into rubber. But if someone told him at first that, "Oh, the gum fruit actually does this, and that," like you are able, you're pyrokinetic, you can control the weather or something. His imagination would have picked up on that and perceived it as like, "Oh, I can control the weather," and that's what it would have manifested as. So that's why that power is just so freaking ridiculous, man. Like,
yeah, that dude's manifestation.
When he manifested goggles, like he imagined him with like goggles, it
just put him
just
on his
popped
face.
up. I'm like, what? So he just created something out of nothing.
Like this dude
and
is
it's crazy.
You know how like watching Looney Tunes, like the characters have no pockets, but out of nowhere, Bugs Bunny will pull a big old mallet out of thin air and go upside your head with it.
Yeah.
It's just like Luffy could go crazy. Like Luffy could probably pop up a Zanpakuto for no freaking reason. You'd be like, I can get a sword like that. And it's like, Luffy, chill out, bro. Like, put that back, bro. That's the wrong anime. Wrong anime.
You got anti-magic? I got anti-magic too. You got a devil? Okay.
He just pops out a demon dweller from thin air, like Luffy. You worse than Zoro now.
That would be something.
It's like Zoro gets lost and wanders into other anime.
Yeah,
now
that's
Luffy
what makes
just
that power really OP and ridiculous.
Yeah, because it translates.
Crazy.
It's like you could turn literally any anime you want into a Looney Tunes cartoon and pretty much free game with that.
Even Kaido himself was like, "Yo, this is like a comic strip," and that if I'm not mistaken, that wasn't even in the manga. They put that in there to actually let people know, like, yo, this is it's reality warping on a level that is absurd to the point where it's pretty much him. Like they're trying to say so much with that line right there, that how ridiculous that power is that he's making everything into like a comic strip. So that's a crazy amount of power in itself.
Yeah, Luffy right now, he just doesn't know that he has this devil fruit. Like, you have the Hito no Ni Model Nika mythical zone. Like, you are just like Rengoku. You're basically a god, but not even a god that's in like an OG mythology that we all know of. Like, this is like a One Piece mythology because Nika is like exclusive to their story. For all we know, we might meet the real Nika.
Can you imagine when he masters that power? And they said it has the name of a god, the sun god. So when I heard that, I thought about, yo, can he manipulate heat and stuff like that? Is he like, could he just manifest the power of the sun type stuff like that? And like, since it's limited by his imagination, if he sat there and was like, yo, it's a sun god, so I can control the sun, it would get ridiculous real fast. Like, yo, chill.
Does he already kind of have fire powers?
Like, go supernova.
He does. Like, he has that hawk, that punch that he has with
that hawk that catches on fire. I always wondered where that fire came from. Maybe that's part of the
and that's another thing
coming through.
People picked up on that. They were like, yo.
Uh-oh. I think you're lagging a little bit.
Oh, sorry. My fault.
What were you saying?
Yeah, people were like, can y'all hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, I said people were picking up on that like, yo, if he can manifest heat, like, how's he doing that if he's a predominantly rubber fruit? How's he making fire out of thin air? It's like he ate the Mara no Mi. And then if you think, he thought about Ace when he made that attack, and he thought about Ace's power and manifest fire. That would right there kind of made me look at the Gum Gum Fruit sideways, like, what? What is going on? Because
Luffy was underwater when that attack first debuted, and he was able to summon fire underwater to punch somebody. It was like, whoa! Somebody, please explain this. Like,
he was underwater the first time that happened. I thought he did it on the island with Silver's Rayleigh.
It was like right before they got to Fishman Island, and they had to fight that Kraken, and Luffy pulled the Red Hawk attack out, used the armament hockey, and then it caught fire underwater, and I was like, what? Huh? Luffy just did that. Did anybody else just see this?
I don't think you can logically explain.
And then he used it again underwater.
You can't logically explain away how rubber caught fire underwater.
It's like, dude, Oda's been teasing the shit out of this for decades, man. I don't know, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. So like, for people to be like, yo, he pulled that out his, like, that don't make no sense.
Like, are you sure about that?
Man, Oda been planning this for years.
Oh, yeah.
Like, devil fruit with the wrong name, and Luffy knows the wrong power. It's like, dude, I don't think anybody
story about the kid that was in the hospital that wanted to know how One Piece ended, and Oda told him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It makes me.
It was like a Make-A-Wish Foundation thing, and Oda told him the ending of One Piece.
Yeah.
He's had it finished for years. I would say he probably changes things along the way as to what happens before it gets there, but he's had this ending planned out for a long time.
Yeah, he has. Some people are still on the fence about it. They're like, is Oda like coming up with all of this as he goes, or does he already have like a fully loaded plan that only like maybe one or two people know about? And I honestly, I'm gonna go come to the conclusion that Oda, he had this figured out from probably a long time ago. He probably knew the ending of One Piece at least 10 years ago. But that's just me.
At least that long.
Yeah, I think Will's visual and audio.
Yeah. This whole Sun God thing was already. Am I going in and out?
Yes, sir.
On my end, it looks like you're freezing in both visual and audio.
That is what it's doing for me.
Okay, I might have to reset my internet. Okay.
It's all
Like,
good.
I don't know what's going on. So it's not just on my end, or
From my end, like Kenpachi's coming through clean, but every now and then yours will freeze both the sound and what I'm seeing.
oh shit.
And I would say the same thing. Deontay's coming through
Okay,
clean,
so
but
it
every
may
once in
just
a while you freeze.
Hello?
Yep.
Yeah, it just froze again.
okay.
Let's see.
Yeah, it's probably me. I'm gonna probably reset my internet and stuff, and I'll be right back in here.
All right. Yeah, Kenpachi, what do you think about these Goku and Luffy comparisons?
Oh man, I think that there's no basis to them at all. Uh, people like to complain, and
Yeah,
so we got to give them that space to complain about it. Uh, and you know we listen to it, but I don't put a lot of weight into it. I don't think that there's any real comparison between Goku and Luffy. Uh, Goku loves to fight. Like this is like his whole life has been about training and fighting and training. He doesn't fight because he has animosity in his heart. He fights because he loves that competition, that putting himself up against somebody. Now, obviously, he's had people to protect, and so he fought seriously against them when he had to. But that mindset is something that would be totally foreign for Luffy to even hear. He doesn't even understand that. Like, even other people in his world, they don't just fight for the love of fighting. They fight. I guess he's got that boxer guy that's part of his, grand fleet. But maybe he fought for the love of fighting. But mostly that's a foreign concept to the people in One Piece. Same thing with the people in One Piece are, happy-go-lucky pirates that are searching the planet to steal treasure from where they can find it, like
yeah,
searching for the One Piece to steal the treasure from it. Goku wouldn't, he would understand that, but he would be like, why don't you use some technology? I mean, Bulma can make you a One Piece radar,
yeah,
and he wouldn't understand Luffy's mindset about wanting to be king of the pirates. He's like, I mean, just go beat him up,
yeah,
would be what Goku was saying. He's like, that's not how you become king of the pirates. And Goku would be like, well, then I just don't understand. And their power sets completely different. I mean, are they fighters? Yes, but like Goku is a very technical fighter. Like it's martial arts that
yeah.
he's doing.
He's a really, really good martial artist too.
Absolutely. Luffy's not a martial artist.
No.
There's no martial arts there. He's like, I'm going to hit you with my fist as hard and as fast as I can and as many times as I can in a matter of the next 20 seconds.
Yep.
And I mean, they both do it with smiles on their faces. So maybe that's a similarity between them. But even Oda said it in something that I read today, that he wanted, when it gets really serious in a lot of other fights, and he didn't want that seriousness. He wanted to keep it lighthearted and fun. And so that's why he made One Piece the way he did.
Yeah.
And it's different from the others, and there's a reason why. And this is that reason why. So I don't know. I totally get where he's coming from. I respect what he went for, and I think that what he did is, I don't think there's any anime that is even remotely similar to One Piece. So
not at all.
I don't think there's anything that's really similar to Dragon Ball Z in the most respects as well. So I don't understand the need for people to put the two of them up there and compare them. Uh, they're not even a part of the same generation of comics. Like, you
Nope.
know, Dragon Ball Z came years before the big three made their run in manga, and One Piece is a part of the big three. So I mean, they both hold their own separate, unique spot in history in anime. So
Facts.
it's I don't see why they can't just respect each other and let it go.
Yeah. The toxic fan base is just trying to looking for something new to go at each other's neck about again.
Too many toxic fan bases, man.
Yeah, it's really sad. Like, because I read the speech that Oda made about anime not being the same as what he was used to, and like how as years progress, like battle sequences in every different anime have to get more serious and more intense because to meet the fans' expectations, and Oda didn't want that, and he's just like. And honestly, if you look at Luffy's history, Luffy didn't enjoy not one single fight up until Kaido, and now he's asking Kaido over and over, like, "This is fun. Like, are you enjoying this?" And their little back and forths are kind of like wholesome a little bit because it's like they're supposed to be fighting for the oppressed people of Wano, but at the same time they're kind of like getting a kick out of knocking each other the fuck out. And
Oh yeah,
like goodness, like. I kind of understand why Kaido isn't killing Luffy. Like he's already knocked Luffy out cold like 4 or 5 times, and he's just like, all right, Luffy can get back up for one more round, and I'm gonna just try to knock him out again. And Luffy just like, it won't be this easy this time.
right.
Then Gear 5 is just like, yo, this dude's on death's doorstep, and he's just like, I'm gonna go balls to the wall with my rubber ability, will not realize that it was never rubber. Your power was never rubber in the first place. Like you turned the world around you into Tom and Jerry and Looney Tunes. Most of the things you do is completely ridiculous and it's just total comedy. Like there's one scene in episode 1072 where he spins his feet like a Flintstone and takes off running with really fast. And then his face falls off, and he catches it with his stretching arms and puts his face back on. And it's just like, what? Luffy is nuts.
And see, I what that brought to my mind was Roadrunner.
Yeah.
I thought that the entire episode was very Hanna-Barbera. From you've got some Tom and Jerry in there with like them beating each other and it bouncing and all that kind of stuff. The eyes that come, out in stages. And then Bugs Bunny, when it went dark and you saw the eyes when he goes into Kaido's stomach.
Yeah.
And it gets dark and he opens his eyes and he's looking around. That's so Bugs Bunny inside the whale. You know what I mean? It's like so many Bugs Bunny cartoons. He lights a match and he's inside the stove. You know what I'm saying? Like,
right.
And then you go on, like I said, to the Roadrunner part of it, where he's like takes off and his eyes stay, like very Roadrunner and Coyote kind of animation there. It was like it you can see where the American animators that came in, the work that they had done on it.
Yeah.
But then, like, Oda's like, oh, I don't want to do that. I don't want to get this serious animation. But then, the heartbeat, man.
Yeah.
When that animation changed and you got that wind blowing around, it looks like it's from heavy metal. And then all of a sudden he reaches up there and he puts his hand on his chest and he's like, I feel it. Boom. The heartbeat. Boom. It's different.
Then he does the clap. Wow. And just
man, that was just so powerful. And the way his hair was and his shirt was like flowing. And
I know which part y'all on.
Oh gosh, man!
When Luffy did the heartbeat and the clap.
Yeah, he said heartbeat loudly, and then and all the rainbow colors came out, and it's like somebody pointed out to me that it was, if I noticed, he was manipulating, he was imitating Kaido's electricity. That if you notice the purple electricity that came out off of him before his chest lit on fire, and then he just did the clap.
Yeah.
I was like, yo. And they were like, could it be that he's imitating devil fruits? And I'm like, that's a possibility.
That'd be terrifying.
That is a strong possibility.
I would say it's a possibility, but I didn't get that from what he was doing. I kind of feel like
I didn't either, but that's just what somebody pointed out to. They were like,
right.
I was like, okay,
right.
Okay.
I thought the purple lightning was just what was going on behind him, and that what I saw was just that animation change where everything was like flowing, all the lines even like on his arm. It felt like everything was in motion at that moment. Like very I said heavy metal. I don't know if y'all ever saw that cartoon way back in the day, but it's an American cartoon, and it's called Heavy Metal. And just some of the animation from that was very much like that. Like, just, I don't know how to explain it. I don't know what that's called, but it was really cool.
Yeah.
I like that animation a lot.
Yeah, I did. And I would have agreed with you that it was in the background, but it was the fact that when he started his heart to beat even louder, that's when it, like, that lightning started manifesting. And I did notice that I've never seen purple lightning outside of when Kaido does his attacks. So I'm like, there's a, whoever brought that up to me, we were talking on a live stream. We were watching it. I forgot whose live stream, and I'm like, yo, that's a possibility, because he's only seen it come from Kaido. And so, and if you notice the fire he's seen, that's Ace's, Mara no Mi imitation, like that he does, especially when he does Red Hawk and stuff like that. The fire is a homage to his brother. So it could be the fact that, in the moment when he closes his eyes, he imagines that. I'm not sure, but it's crazy.
Yeah,
that's
Luffy,
a crazy type of ability, man. It's a crazy power to have.
Makes you wonder, like, as powerful as Luffy is, if both of them started over from scratch, like no outside interference, full health bar for both of them, full hockey and everything, would Luffy be able to drop Kaido then?
He would have to do it quickly, because we both know that he has a stamina issue with that form.
Yeah, and he would have to end the match for sure.
Point, for sure.
Yeah.
Because Kaido is a whole tank. He is a boss battle.
Lord. It's crazy the amount of durability Kaido has. He has taken hit from the Akazaya 9, from Zoro, all those scars on him that could have ended him, and he got back up.
Man.
Like, this man is a tank. And I understand that they say that, okay, Whitebeard was the strongest man in the verse, right? I understand that. But then, okay, don't they say that 1-on-1 always bet on Kaido? And still, I see people say that, Whitebeard would have, owned Kaido 1-on-1. I'm like, I ain't sure about that, bro.
Man,
I ain't sure about
it's hard.
It is really difficult to call, because...
Well, I mean, really, we only saw Whitebeard fight one time.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Realistically,
it's difficult. We can only go off of hearsay and legends, right?
Yeah.
Kaido has feats on top of feats on top of feats. Man.
And this is 50-something-year-old Kaido right now.
Not even. Okay. Is this his prime?
It's not even prime Kaido.
Oh goodness, bro. I don't know. That's hard.
That should tell you a lot about white bearded Shanks, because they if they pass their prime and they're still wilding out the way that they are still to this day, then oh my god, they're
right.
hell on wheels back then.
And then even Kaido said, you know, the people that he named that could actually lay a finger on him and hurt him. And Shanks, Rocks, was
Roger,
it or no?
Roger and Whitebeard.
Okay, yeah, Whitebeard. They were all in that category. And
Kozuki Odin.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yo, Shanks is just. I haven't seen him go all out, but for people to sit there, if this dude hold Shanks in such high regard, he didn't even name Mihawk or anything. But for y'all to sit there and disrespect Shanks and be like, man, oh, Mihawk would dog Shanks because Shanks only has one arm. Oda himself came out and said that didn't change Shanks at all. That didn't make him weaker.
Mm-mm.
If anything, he honed all of his ability to the utmost, the highest levels after that. You know what I'm saying?
And he's still able to give Kaido that work 1v1.
So yeah, you gotta imagine, like, and then if they're saying bet on Kaido 1-on-1, and even Mihawk didn't really want to go against Whitebeard at Marineford, even though I do think he probably could have taken Whitebeard at that moment, at that particular junction in Whitebeard's life, because it was a older Whitebeard. I do think he could have taken Whitebeard, but at the same time, if we're talking about if Kaido showed up, that would have been a different story entirely. I don't think Mihawk was ready for that.
Yeah, I honestly Shanks is a Yonko for a reason. Whitebeard is a Yonko for a reason. Kaido is definitely a Yonko for a reason.
They are.
Right, I'm just saying, if one of the warlords could have taken out a Yonko, you don't think they would have?
Exactly.
I'm just saying, if Mihawk could have taken Whitebeard, it would have been Mihawk's crew. Because Mihawk would have taken him out.
Yeah, Doflamingo is a awakened devil fruit user, and he's Kaido's bitch at the same time.
Yep. There you go.
Kaido is a Yonko for a reason.
And then my other point is, they used to have duels back in the day, 1-on-1 for the strongest swordsman. Not the strongest overall. If we're talking about strongest overall, who win in the fight, I see it leaning towards Shanks. You know what I'm saying? I'm just saying. Like, I'm sorry, Mihawk fans, but Mihawk is strong with the sword. But if we let them go all out, and it's not just a swordsman fight, and we're talking about hockey, swords, all of that, techniques and stuff,
Dude,
I don't think Mihawk could take Shanks at all. Not even in a sword fight.
Shanks was able to one-shot the entire Kid Pirate crew with one of Roger's old
Commissary.
He was like, bro, one shot almost took the whole ship out too in the process of whooping them. Like, what? Like,
man. And before the attack even reached them, they passed out. Most of them passed out, except the Kid and Killer. Yeah, Kid and Killer didn't pass out.
They took it to the head, bro. I was like, bro, your whole career is done, bro. Screw it. Let Luffy.
And then they're even saying, like, okay, so Blackbeard is going to be able to kill Shanks. Yo, Law was giving Blackbeard that work, and you're sitting here, you gonna sit here and look me in my dang eye and say Blackbeard is going to be the end of Shanks.
I didn't feel like Law gave Blackbeard that much trouble. I mean, honestly, I've heard you say that a couple times, but I don't think that he really when he started, he took him out. He wasn't even trying before that.
Oh my
Mihawk
god!
Solo Shanks.
I knew I was about to first up, bro.
We started it.
Look, man, y'all can cope all you want, but it's not happening.
Yeah, Blackbeard got that work from Monkey D. Garb. Well, not him specifically, but the rest of his crew did.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought they left Garp with a hole in his chest and a big icicle sticking through it. And that was just, really one dude that did that.
Exactly.
So,
they had an admiral on their team. Yeah, they had an admiral on their roster, but Garp was pretty much whooping the shit out of all. They had to jump Garp. Yeah, for sure.
That's their MO right there, jumping. Because
you gotta jump a Yonko.
Yeah, they even had to jump Law and his crew. Like, his crew isn't all that except for Beppo. We found out Beppo was about that life.
Found out the hard way.
Beppo's down.
We found out Beppo was he's a different breed, man. Yeah, like, we always downplayed Beppo, and we was like, oh man, he's just a big softy. He ain't.
He's always been that karate panda, though, man.
Right.
Panda.
Yeah, that polar bear.
What is Beppo gonna do in a fight? Yeah, he knows karate and stuff. Beppo say, "Bet, I'm gonna show you.
I'm gonna show you something."
That's him and Chopper getting them monster balls going, yo.
Yeah.
Yeah, that dude said, "I got a sumo for him. You didn't know I was a mink? You didn't know I was a mink?"
I guess everybody forgot he was a mink. You know what I'm saying? So.
As soon as that Sulong form came out, it was game over.
But he pulled out that tiny lister on him. He said, "Do you know who you're dealing with?"
Yeah, Otis.
But yeah, man. Like he was. Law was giving Blackbeard and his crew a hard time. Like Blackbeard up there bleeding and stuff. Doc Q, all of them were having a hard time with Law and his awakening, his devil fruit awakening, and it's like. They had to jump him. You know what I'm saying? So it's really hard to say. Yeah, I'm just gonna say, like, I think Blackbeard's crew is like the weakest.
They're right above Buggy. Yeah, they're right above Buggy.
Oh, you sure? Because Buggy got Mihawk.
Yeah, but he ain't. The Blackbeard Pirates ain't better than the Straw Hats. They ain't. Right, it goes red hair, Straw Hats, Blackbeard. Than Buggy's crew.
Man, I really want to give Buggy crew the edge just because of Mihawk, but I guess.
Yeah, Mihawk by himself ain't gonna handle all of them.
Nope.
Yeah. Oh man, are y'all sure?
The Crocodile ain't all that.
The Mihawk fanboys they beg to differ. Come on now, it's Mihawk.
Mihawk can get his 1v1s in for sure if he faced each Blackbeard pirate without them jumping him.
So you don't think? I don't know, man. You don't think Mihawk? Yeah, okay, never mind. I don't know.
I think to go to war with Buggy the Clown and his crew, like you have to be able to jump Mihawk and then have somebody that can solo Crocodile, and then you should be okay.
Yeah.
But I don't know, man. Mihawk is a master hockey, a hockey master, and the entire Blackbeard Pirates crew is Devil Fruit users.
That's
Their
what
entire
I'm saying.
crew.
I think that right there sealed their fate is when they start stealing everybody Devil Fruit and start handing them out like candy, like this was gonna be the end all be all. Like there's not hockey out there. Come on, man.
But man, the thing I'm saying is that we still don't know how they are stealing Devil Fruits from people, and you don't know that they're not going to be able to steal somebody. Like, I'm just saying, I'm not saying he wouldn't get it back, but what if they steal Luffy's power?
Oh no, please don't. Please stop.
Honestly, the furthest I would go for Blackbeard is the fact that his Yami Yami no Mi can cancel Devil Fruits.
Yeah.
So that's all the challenge you need right there. You can cancel Sun God Nika, then Luffy has a... Yeah.
That is a good one right there, though. Okay, so, but what if Luffy figure out, like, hey, I'm just going to imagine that your notification gets nullified by my Devil Fruit. Would that work?
Yeah, that's going to be a little bit crazy because you go up against somebody that can turn your Devil Fruit off. Luffy's in trouble.
Bro, what if he watches Jujutsu Kaisen and he makes his own infinite void so that no one can ever touch him?
No, that would be crazy. That
Yeah.
would be crazy.
He's got the limitless void on, like right there,
Or
and he'll go to grab him, and he'll be like, "Oh no, there's like a paper thin space between our skin, so you can't shut off my powers."
and then he'll be like,
Yeah.
"What kind of devil fruit power is this?" "Oh, I learned that from Gojo." I think I'm like, "Who is Gojo?"
All of a sudden, Will's gonna be like, "Yep, Gojo
I'm like,
OG."
yo, that'd be crazy if he could just jump from anime to anime. Nope, he don't need that power. He does not need that power. He does not.
Because then he'd fuck up and jump to One Punch Man, and I mean, he's called One Punch Man for a reason. He punches everybody once and it's over. So
Yeah, but it's
like,
but,
could Toon Power change that? That's
know.
what are the limits
in
for
the
Toon
name,
Power?
man. I mean,
but yo, what if? I mean, yeah, I think Toon Force would be able to change it though.
Yeah, like Toon Force, it really does change the game, because if you could change reality around you, what's to stop you from
And also
warping your character that you're up against, or warping your opponent?
Let me see what all Toon Force entails, man. Because if it's crazy like I think it is, like if you can just change concepts, then it's pretty much over for everybody. If you can just
People talk about how planetary DBZ characters are all the time, and it's just like, but in reality, if Goku, who loves to fight, is just going 1v1 with Luffy, they're not going to blow the planet up just to kill each other. They're just going to punch it out.
Yeah.
And Luffy has that opportunity right there to just take. He can warp Goku if Goku doesn't have a strong resistance.
And Goku's not above reality manipulation, because we learned that from Boo when he got turned to chocolate.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he's not above it. So,
I mean, he did turn himself back from chocolate
yeah.
in his stomach.
Oops. But yeah.
How did he do that? I can't remember.
They got turned into chocolate as Vegito, and they were separated in Boo's stomach. And I think that's what, if I remember right, that's what separated them.
That's what
turned them back into
chocolate.
people. Yeah.
Oh, nice. That was a very clever way to write that solution.
I looked up the definition of Toon Force, right? The user of this ability can change the laws of the universe, and as well as rewrite or create new laws of their own according to their own will as a comedic effect, and can also perform feats that surpass the boundaries of logic. Yeah, that's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying, bro.
But I mean, we don't know that that's really what Luffy's power is.
Yeah, and we still don't have confirmation. Like Oda, why is you delaying the confirmation?
Oda got to okay. So as soon as Oda confirms that, man, then yeah. But I would say, like, come on, it has all the characteristics. Kaido, and they're pretty much saying it in the anime. Kaido himself said this is like a comic strip. Rubber's not supposed to be like this. My body isn't rubber. He's changing the laws of physics. He's changing properties. The ground is not supposed to stretch like rubber. He's not supposed to create fire out of nowhere, out of rubber. He's not supposed to be able to grab lightning and turn it into rubber. It's right. It's pretty much. I think Oda's cock teasing us, man, because it's pretty much laid out right there. He's just not coming out and say it. He just wants to see us, bicker a little bit before he actually confirms it. But it's pretty much laid out right there.
Yeah, he pretty much he loves to torture his fans. And he's openly said that a couple times.
And then also the biggest hint is in the sound effects. On when he turns into Gear 5 Luffy, all the cartoonish sound effects. The the little sound effects, the Bugs Bunny tune sound effects, the classic tune effects. You know what I'm saying? It's pretty much right there laid out for us in plain sight. It's just not in writing.
Yeah, Luffy. I feel like Sun God Nika might be a little bit closer to being Oda himself than most of the other gods in this storyline may be, because there's definitely going to be more than one god that pop up, and so what we saw in chapter 1090 is just like there's a whole lot more characters out there capable of even scaring Luffy as he is now. Because at the end of chapter 1090, Luffy senses a presence on Egghead, and it makes him like sweat, dripping in sweat.
Yeah, I think it may have made him sweat, but I don't think it scared him. I think he just sensed a very powerful person. You know what I'm saying? He was like, "Oh shoot, whoever's coming is really powerful." Yeah,
Well, a lot of people that read this chapter are on the assumption that it's just Kizaru. And it's just like, bro, Luffy is way past that point where Kizaru can scare him.
Right.
No, I don't think it's Kizaru.
I would say it was, probably one of the Gorosei or someone we haven't met yet.
Yeah, I'm gonna go on a limb and say it's a new character entering the fray.
Yeah, someone we may not have met yet, but who knows?
Really quick, you guys do know there's other mythical Zoan devil fruits, right? Like there's a Hito no Mi Oniudo.
What?
Oniudo, and we already met him. He was remember the big guy in the Wano area that fought Zoro?
Oh,
okay. He was. I don't remember exactly what else he was, but he was something else. But he had eaten the Hito no Mi. And there's other ones. I'm looking it up right now because.
Marco's a mythical Zoan too.
I think Hito like just human translation.
Daibatsu is is the Great Buddha.
Shingoku.
His name Sengoku.
Yeah, Sengoku. Yeah.
So wouldn't Sengoku be technically another god fruit or something maybe?
Yeah, he pretty much is.
Wondering is that like.
But there's gods from other mythologies, and then there's gods from One Piece mythology, and Nika is a One Piece mythology god. So that's where my mysteries start to unfold a little bit, because the girls say all 5 of them are gods too, but by the way that they're named, and they all have been confirmed Zoan fruit user. Yeah. So the first time we seen them transform was when they were in the same room as Emu, and Sabo was up against them. Mm-hmm. But we couldn't tell what exactly.
Yeah, they just looked like shadowy figures.
Yeah,
almost we can make out shapes though. Some of them.
Are you talking about the 5 elders?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're all Zoans. Mythical Zoans. I didn't know that.
I don't know if they're all Zoans, but they.
Yeah, they're Zoans. I just don't. It's not confirmed if it's mythical Zoans, because they're named after gods, but is their devil fruit a god?
But is it confirmed that they're all Zoans though?
Yeah, because there's a couple images from the chapter that Sabo fought them that they were all looking kind of like beast creatures.
Yeah. Some of them did. Okay, so I do understand. One of them looked like a buffalo. The other one looked like some type of eagle or something like that. And then, well, I thought there was another one, but 2 of them we didn't really recognize the shape of, but we can make out that they had the little smoke ring around them, maybe Luffy's awakening and stuff like that. But I'm not really 100% sure if they're all technically Zoans, but I can say it looks like most of them. are the Zoans.
Yeah, I honestly, under assumption, I would have been like, if Oda's just gonna go all out, just give all 5 of them the same nature,
Yeah.
because they have the same naming conventions. They have like the planet, and then like the warrior god, the defense science god, the agriculture god, and
Yeah.
all that's going on for the Gorosei. So it might as well just keep them in the same power bracket. You don't want one dude to be a Logia fruit user and the other dude a Paramecia and the other dude a mythical. So
I don't know.
I don't know. I think that's exactly. They would have them all be different.
Yeah.
That way they would span the breadth of it.
Like, because that if they're all Zoans, that would just be like Zoan overload. It'd be like Zoan. I'd be burning out on Zoans after 1-0 now.
Hey, because of Luffy. Yeah, because of Luffy, I'm expecting at least at least 10 more Zoan reveals. Like, because they never confirmed who's the strongest Zoan in all of the world. They never confirmed that Kaido has the strongest Zoan. Luffy is like the one of probably many gods that's probably been running rampant in the One Piece world. And then you got the 5 elder gods, and they all they changed shape when Sabo fought them. And so it was, at the very least, they got to be Zoan. If they change in shape.
I want to say, like, okay, so, you know, the one that looked like what Zoan would a blob be? Because one of them looked like just a blob, an alien blob. And I want to say that guy's a Logia.
I could say it's a Logia because they've revealed so many different elements.
Like I think that would be rare as crap to see. Like we know a handful of Logias, and they say that Logia and Paramecias are the most common, and Zoans are the rarest ones. But we've been seeing a lot of Zoans lately, and I'm quite frankly a little tired of Zoans now. Like, I get it, Zoans, they're strong.
Yeah, they're tank. They're at the very least you can call them tanks.
We've seen a lot of Zoans because we've been fighting beast pirates. I mean, so let's be honest. These are mostly artificial Zoans, aren't they?
They have like a subsection of pirates that are artificial.
Yeah. I mean, I don't think that all of them were. I mean, I'd have to look it up, but I don't think all of them were complete Zoans, because I don't think that. I mean, I'm sure some of them are.
Because they have it goes up by rank. When you start with like the gifters. Those are the dudes that ate the fruit and never got the powers. Then you got the dudes that ate the fruit and got the powers, and then you got like one branch ahead of them, and then after that branch you have the Flying Six and the what they call it, the lead performers, which is King, Queen, and Jack.
Yep.
So it's like 6 different ranks within the Beast Pirates, and like the artificials were like the bottom 3.
Yeah, that was one of the ones that have like the beast heads and like the guy whose body was the head of the giraffe. You know, that kind of shit.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking up now. Is that
And that Otama couldn't really brainwash like the Flying Six, the Toby Ropo, but she could brainwash all the bottom 3
artificial
ranks. Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought she did brainwash one of the Toby Ropo.
I thought she did too. I thought she would have gotten like page 1, but page 1 was already like dead by the time she got, or I wouldn't say dead, but Big Mom took him out.
Nope, I guess looking at the right there now, because she didn't get King, Queen, Jack, page 1, Uchi, Sasaki, Maria, Who's Who. Nope, none of them.
Yeah.
Okay. So everything from like the Toby Ropo on up is like true Zoan fruit users. Yeah.
Right.
But yeah, I think I would give the Gorosei like the 2 or 3 of them would probably, they from the silhouette looks like Zoans. The other 2, or maybe it's one of them, that looks really different. And I wanted, and he just looked like he looked weird, like an alien blob or something. But it's like he had the little ring. I don't know.
Yeah,
But like, I mean, at least one of them is probably like a Loki or something.
I figure because they have so many different Logias now. That's admirals, and they have a couple Logias that's running rampant in the world.
Yeah, but like we've only seen like so many of them. We know Crocodile, Ace, the three admirals,
Inaru, Blackbeard.
Yeah, Blackbeard. Blackbeard's Loki. Yeah, wait.
Yeah, and there's only so many elements too. So that I think Logias might be the rarer fruits because it's not that many elements left.
Was Katakuri a Logia? No, he wasn't.
Paramecia.
Yeah.
Special.
Mochi.
Yeah, we haven't seen like the sun element yet, so there could be a sun devil fruit, sun Logia running around in One Piece.
Well, I mean, we got light. That's Kizaru.
Yeah, we got light, we got darkness.
That's pretty much the sun. I mean,
We
he's
don't
laser guy.
We got Luffy, who's the sun god. So like, and like, he's special because people thought he was a Paramecia. He has the properties of a Paramecia, but the transformation of a Zoan, like Kaido said, what if he adds a third element to it and just start, manifesting like Logia type abilities?
That could be possible.
I don't think that's out of the realm of imaginations now for him.
Yeah, it's definitely not a reach. Like Luffy was already manipulating the wind and the ground underneath him, so it's. Yeah, I still believe that there's probably a wind Logia that's not been revealed yet. There's probably a water Logia that's still remaining, and then what other element we haven't seen yet?
No, Emu is a Zoan too.
Who?
Emu's a Zoan too.
Emu?
Because it looked, Emu.
I want to say Emu might be.
What?
Why do you think Emu's a Zoan?
I want to. Yeah, because I never seen like Emu shapeshift. I've seen the Gorosei shapeshift, but I've seen Emu.
And honestly, I'm sitting here looking at him right now. Go ahead, Will.
Sorry. Somebody pointed out that when Emu did transform, when his eyes shapeshift, and then they said in one panel you could see it looked like he had teeth or whatever, like very sharp teeth, and it was almost that thing that was coming down or whatever, that gigantic form. They said that it kind of looked like it was either a dragon or some other, I don't know, type of monster. I just don't know what kind of monster it could be, because right now, since there's phoenixes and stuff, like I wouldn't put it past a Zoan to have like just other mythical. There's minotaurs in Zoans, all right. So and pterodactyls, there's dragons, there's so many other dinosaurs, like so many other type of creatures. I wouldn't put it past them to have like a Cerberus type of Zoan devil fruit, or some other type of dragon out there.
I'm looking at the picture that you were talking about where they transform, like when Sabo jumps in there. I'm looking at it right now. And I would say there's one that turns into some kind of a bird with a long neck that looks like it might be a phoenix, another kind like the phoenix.
Like a mythical bird.
One of them looks like another Hito no Mi, because it looks like a person who's got the cloud behind them. The cloud behind them. Then this one on the far left, in both pictures, the one on the far left, when you said Minotaur, That could definitely be what that is. There's a
Okay.
Minotaur there. So that's 3 of them. The one up at the top looks like a giant coming down.
Yeah.
I don't know
Yeah.
what that means they're turning into, but it looks like there's a giant person coming down. And then the one over on the right, that might be the blob one that you're talking about,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
like when you look at the ears up top, it kind of makes me think of like pig ears. But I mean, I don't know. Then the next panel, the panel to the left of it, it just looks like a blob. So those
Yeah,
ears are gone.
very creepy transformations. I'm googling some of these images too. And
Yeah,
it's just
it's
like,
chapter 1085.
yeah. So the deal about them, the Hito no Mi, is the human fruit, and that's one of Chopper's fruits, and a couple other characters have the Hito no Mi. So Chopper has the human fruit, and strictly the human fruit, which allows him to be like a human deer, and then like in comparison to Rob Lucci's, I think it's the cat fruit model leopard.
Yeah.
When he awakened his devil fruit, he had the cloud around
The
him
cloud.
too.
Yep. Yep. So like a lot of
Who was
zones
that
that
that did that?
awaken.
Yeah, I think if you awaken your devil fruit, if you're a Zoan user and you
Then
awaken
you
your
awaken
devil
it.
fruit,
You
you
have
get the cloud.
Cloud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
So any kind of
Who was
Zoan,
the other
mythical
one
or
that you said that
regular,
had that?
Rob Lucci.
Oh, okay.
had the cloud or
Yeah. Yeah.
okay,
Cloud,
yeah.
The smoke ring. Or
Yeah,
whatever.
Kaido had the cloud when he awakened. I think you saw the cloud on the on
Kaido
King
did?
and
Kaido awakened?
Yeah, I didn't
yeah.
see Kaido have the cloud.
In
Oh.
some parts of the manga, you could see
Wait.
the cloud drawn around Kaido when he goes in his hybrid form. But sometimes he's like fighting without it.
That's weird. I don't know. I would think Kaido has awakened his devil fruit, but it's a weird case because there's most of the time there's a telltale sign. Unless, okay, we can make the case that since when you awaken, you affect the environment around you, that him controlling those clouds around Onigashima, or him affecting the weather, like lightning and stuff, maybe that's a sign that he's awakened. I guess we could say that.
And also, when Big Mom started off a rabbit hole with people too, his fruit is actually the fish fruit.
Oh,
model.
so when he transformed into the dragon, he awakened. I wanted to see how he looked when he first got his devil fruit. Like, was he just like a fish out the water, just flapping around? Like, I'm gonna get you. I will get you. Hold up. Stay right there.
Like, did you have to do something crazy to become a dragon? Because in like, I don't know if it was Chinese or Japanese folklore, but
where the koi fish has to swim up the waterfall and makes it to the top and transform into the dragon.
Yeah, I think either Kaido did something like that to get his powers, or he might have just been a blue dragon. Well, it's called the Seiryu, but he could have just been a Seiryu from the very jump. I don't know, but
a baby one or something. I don't know.
Are you talking about Momonosuke?
Kaido.
Well, yeah, it's the Uo. Is that what it was?
Yeah, the fish fruit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's the. Where's it at? Hang on, it's right here. Uo no Mi, and it just listed as a mythical Zoan type devil fruit. But it's model Seiryu is the model, and obviously, there's It is fish fruit model Azure Dragon.
Yeah.
So
So
that's
I wonder.
Kaido's a weird case, man.
I wonder if there's other Uo no Mis.
Because
Kaido's a weird case.
Yeah, Kaido's the main one calling out all these different details about Zoan fruits. He's the one that told Luffy that, like, look, you ain't not a paramecia, bro. It's
yeah. He was like, you got the properties of it, but the transformation of a Zoan.
Yeah, he was like, that ain't no.
So I would say, yeah, he is awakened if he knows all about that.
Yeah, he knows what it looks like. He knows how the transformation goes.
Luffy was the first one we've seen with that type of transformation with the smoke ring around him and stuff, and Kaido called it out.
Yeah, then the second time we seen that was Rob Lucci when he fought him at Egghead.
Rob Lucci.
Rob Gucci.
As they call him, Rob Gucci.
Rob Gucci Goo. Let's see. I don't know what chapter it was. It was very recent. I think it was chapter 1089, where like the very last panel is like we finally see the Straw Hats again, and Rob Lucci's in the background smiling like he just joined the squad.
Right.
And now there's this thing on the internet where he's going to be like the 11th Straw Hat, and I'm like,
Let's talk about that though. Luffy is gathering forces though.
He could be
gathering forces. I wouldn't say he's.
I would say temporary
like
alliance.
I would love Stussy to be the 11th, or Jewelry Bunny, one of them. We need another female on the crew. You know what I'm saying, to kind of balance all that testosterone out. But
I would say Stussy is definitely good. Jewelry, she's the captain of a whole pirate crew, so I don't know if she'll jump ship. But Rob Lucci? I mean, people saw Luffy and Crocodile working together and thought he was going to be a Straw Hat too. I was like, bro, Crocodile, Straw Hat Crocodile. I don't know. Jinbei makes perfect sense. If he was running around with Jinbei, Buggy, and Crocodile, I was like, Buggy and Crocodile, not a chance in hell. Jinbei, high chance. Very high chance. It was on from the jump, actually. The moment Luffy met Jinbei, he just knew something about him. It was like, I like this dude. I'm going to invest my time into getting to know him. But Rob Lucci, I think he's too loyal to the girls say. And chapter 1090 ended anyway with him betraying the Straw Hats again. So his chance of being a Straw Hat definitely got nullified right then and there. I'm kind of glad that Oda did that too. Oda was just like, before y'all start that rabbit hole bullshit, I'm gonna tell y'all in the next chapter that Rob is still world government's little hoe. So forget all of that Straw Hat Rob Lucci stuff. And honestly, one of the elders was just like, yo, like, kill whoever you. There's 3 things you shouldn't destroy when you attack this island, and CP0 was not one of them. So he just gave the Marines the green light to kill Rob and Kaku anyway. So they're going to end up fighting side by side with Luffy, and they're going to have to fight their way out the same way that Luffy, Buggy, and Crocodile had to fight out of Impel Down. So he'll temporary alliance just like they did at Impel Down, and then after that they'll go their separate ways.
Can y'all hear me?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'm good with them going their separate ways. I don't want Rob Lucci to join.
Yeah, I'm good on that.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that CP0, but like Vegapunk and maybe Stussy or Jewelry Bunny, they're definitely candidates. You know what I'm saying?
Straw Hat Vegapunk. Straw Hat Albert Einstein.
Potentially.
Well, I mean, they got a temporary alliance going with Vegapunk, is what it said in 1090. So
I think Vegapunk is like the equivalent of like maybe having what's his name, Kinemon on the crew. Like they'll team up and work together and all that, but Vegapunk probably ain't concerned with the One Piece.
Right, and I don't think that. I don't think that any of these people. It's all a temporary alliance to get out of this predicament that they're in.
Yeah, but my thing is, after they do this, I don't really think it's just temporary. I think maybe they'll become part of the Straw Hat Alliance, maybe not the main crew, but one of them is probably going to join the main.
I can see Stussy. Yeah, I can see Stussy being main crew.
That would be tight because then we'll have an infiltration team just like Blackbeard. We'll have Stussy and Sanji part of the infiltration team. You know what I'm saying? Because Stussy, she's a spy. Sanji, he's good with
stealth mode
stuff. And then I could see, because where else is Rob Lucci and Kaku gonna go? Because they pretty much betrayed the Gorosei, and I don't think the Gorosei gonna take very kindly to that.
The guy that was there, Saturn, he was just like, "Yo, we got 3 things that we're gonna protect," and CP0 was not one. So he just gave them like, "You can kill Lucci and Kaku if you wanted to."
So after this, I don't know where else they're gonna go but join the alliance, the Straw Hat Alliance, because they can go off on their own and stuff, right? But they have no protection from the world government. They have no protection from the Gorosei. If the Gorosei or the world government or even want them dead, they're going to be dead as soon as they leave that island and try to branch out on their own. They're going to get found.
Yeah.
So I can see them joining the main alliance.
And honestly, I don't even think those two will make it off of Egghead.
Right.
I don't know. They'll probably fight and protect the Straw Hats as a return to favor type of thing, and then they just get bodied so the Straw Hats can escape. That's how I think what's going to happen to Lucci and Kaku, because their time in One Piece has been about up. They're going from one CP team, Cypher Pole team to another, and then you failed your mission to killing Vegapunks, so you might as well just let a Gorosei get you or something. I don't know. They're going to make an example out of those two, because Kizaru's already on the island. He's the first one to reach the shore, but he's got a little 1v1 with Sentomaru for right now. So we'll see how that goes. And then a lot of people are saying, like, by the time Kizaru reaches the Straw Hats, he's going to cross paths with Sanji, and they're going to have a little kick throw down.
So what were we talking about again? I missed.
Like after we were talking about like the CP0 situation, we talked about like Kizaru got onto the island. Right now, Kizaru's fighting Sentomaru, but after he gets that dub, who's next? Because I don't think Sentomaru's winning that fight, so I think he's probably going to bump into Sanji or something.
No, he's not winning, but he is going. And that's another thing. Worse than tomorrow, we're gonna go. We can make a case for.
Do you think he's gonna live through it? I think Saturn told Kizaru to take them out.
Yeah, and
I mean, and they may be family, but
I think he might live through it, but he will be probably disbanded or kicked from the Marines, so he'll get a wanted poster. You know what I'm saying? So he'll be wanted. So there's a case for a lot of them. Not after this being, the government putting a bounty on their head. So who else is they gonna join but the people that saved them? The alliance, not the main crew, but the alliance. They'll have Vegapunk part of the alliance. They'll have Sentomaru part of the alliance, and the Seraphims. One of the Seraphims at least, because we know the Boa Hancock Seraphim loves Luffy.
Loves her some Luffy.
And so that's another thing. If the gene factors or lineage factor, as they call it, carries over, we could possibly make a case that S Shark may have an attachment to Luffy too, since they got
Jinbei's
DNA from him to create S Shark. He could feel a sense of loyalty toward Luffy. You know what I'm saying?
And it's 4 of those Seraphim too, and they're all like friendly Seraphim. So honestly, that's like having like juiced up warlords on your roster. Mm-hmm. So it's you got the 9 or 10 Straw Hats, you got 6 Vegapunks, 4 Seraphim, and I think Rob and Kaku. So all of them dudes versus like 30,000 Marines.
To betray him. I already know.
Oh, he did.
I thought he already was.
Okay,
he did. He gave the escape plan to the Gorosei dude.
That could be part of the Straw Hat plan to get them feed them false information too.
That could be it too.
That would be tight.
The only person it wouldn't affect is Kizaru because he's already on the island. He's just like, after I get through this nigga, I'm gonna find y'all. I move at the speed of light, so I'm gonna get my 1v1. Yeah. He's such a funny dude. It's just like I don't think Luffy's scary.
Match
with Kizaru, he could. Like we were watching some YouTube videos the other day about like the different Admiral matchups, and like Zoro could get his 1v1 with the blind swordsman dude, and then like
you talking about the Admiral?
Yeah, the what is his name? Fujitora. Yeah. Like Zoro versus Fujitora round 2, like how they fought each other in Dressrosa, but they couldn't finish because they had to escape. And then somebody versus Green Bull, somebody versus Akainu, and a lot of people were saying Sanji versus Kizaru.
Yeah, I mean
The only problem is Sanji doesn't move at light speed.
Exactly, so. That's what I'm thinking.
Does he need to? I mean, he's got hockey.
He at least needs to have really good observation hockey.
Well, just hang on a second. Wasn't he moving at faster than what Queen could see?
Yeah.
And at the end of that fight, so he was moving. So he can. I don't know that he'll take Kizaru, but he can stand up to him.
He sure can. Like he could probably chase him, but I don't think he'll be faster than Kizaru. So it all comes down to him like using his stealth ability and then his hockey.
He is a different beast. I don't know, man.
Yeah, Kizaru cool. Like I feel like if you pair him up with Zoro or Luffy, he's going to get slaughtered. But if you pair him up with Sanji, it's a challenge. Yeah,
he's going to get slaughtered by Zoro.
Yeah, to be a Logia fruit user versus a bastard hockey swordsman, problematic.
But the thing is, the speed, the spirit, like, no.
It just depends. Like, if Zoro's tuned in his observation hockey a little bit, and he's actually able to land one hit. If he can land one hit on Kizaru, that'll really that'll really make a big difference.
It'll make a difference, but I don't think it'll make that huge of a difference. We're talking about an admiral that had volunteered to go to Egghead, or not Egghead, but like Wano by himself, knowing that Big Mom and Kaido was there, and he was not scared at all. He was like, yo, just send me. I kind of hey, look, I'll go. So
right, but I
think that's a different level of power though for Zoro to obtain or achieve. I think he's close to that level, but I don't think he would just freaking outright murder Kizaru.
If it just depends. Like if he can land a hit, then he stands a chance. But if he can't land a hit, then Kizaru gonna own his ass.
Well, yeah, that's what.
And there's not a straw. Yeah, there's not a straw hat fast enough to keep up with Kizaru. Period. So there's got to be a countermeasure for it.
Yeah.
The thing that's going to get Kizaru is that, and this is what the difference in him fighting Sanji and Zoro would be, is that Sanji is going to kick him. He'll kick him with hockey. Sure, great, cool, whatever. But when he goes to fight Zoro, he's not going to expect that sword covered in hockey.
Yeah.
And he's going to go to kick that sword covered in hockey with a light leg. And that sword's going to cut right through that light with the hockey like it's nothing. And he's going to get his leg cut open, and he's not going to be thinking about it. He's going to think that, I'm good. And all of a sudden, that sword covered in hockey. Now, maybe he's thought of this before. Maybe it's something he's dealt with before.
I was about to say, shouldn't they have information on the Straw Hat Pirates and like their ability conveyed to them by the remaining the one living CP0 that was there to witness all of that? That was the whole point of the CP0 member going there to spy and convey, information about either the Straw Hats or the Big Mom Pirates or the Beast Pirates. So they would probably have some knowledge of Zoro and what he's capable of. If one of these CP0 saw Zoro go against Kaido and use his hockey infused blades, and also King. So I would think they would have that information, and I don't think. And Kizaru seemed like the type that really do his research, on someone when he's fighting them. So, because I don't think he'd go in and get caught like that.
If you leave what Sanji and Zoro out the equation, then you have to think about what chance does Luffy have against them? Because some people say like Luffy is afraid of Kizaru, and other people are just like, yo, you do realize that Luffy is even more advanced now with his hockey, all forms of hockey now than ever before. And with the Toon power, like, good luck Kizaru even like making him bleed.
I don't think he can even land a hit on him. Luffy's gonna see that coming a mile away.
Yeah, that future sight is a little bit more advanced than what an admiral can probably pull.
Exactly. It's probably even more advanced than some of even the emperors, except for Shanks and maybe Kaido was probably on the same level. But I would say after Wano, he's gotten that much more stronger and much more proficient with his hockey use.
Yeah, honestly, like Luffy's gotten so good with his observation hockey that he can feel out who's strong enough to face him throughout an entire island.
Yeah.
Like, if you're strong enough to face Luffy, Luffy will sense you before you get anywhere near him.
Yeah.
And he can kind of differentiate what your hockey is. Like, when he was in Wano, he was just like, oh, that's Shanks hockey.
Yep.
He was like, dang, how did you know?
I know who that is. That's Shanks. And he didn't even lay eyes on him. Like, you're like, oh, okay. That's.
Luffy's hockey has gotten pretty damn ridiculous.
Bro, that's what I'm saying. If Luffy masters his Devil Fruit, masters all forms of hockey, he's gonna be the strong. By far, we know he's gonna be the strongest in the One Piece verse, but he's gonna be one of the strongest anime characters out there, man. Especially with the power that he has.
Yeah, it's broken.
Yeah, it's definitely broken, man. And you put that on top of his combat ability. He's not the smartest. I'll give him that, okay? But he's not dumb either. By far. Not dumb.
Yeah,
he acts dumb. I can say that. He does act it, but he's not. But he's not, at the same time, he's not the smartest.
Yeah, he's got a very high battle IQ. I'll give him that.
He does have a battle IQ. He's been in tons of battles. So he's a very good combatant and strategist. He's not just someone that has an OP devil fruit. He can handle his own without it. As a matter of fact, he would prefer to not use his devil fruit a lot of the time, outside of the stretching and stuff. But if if you're going hand to hand with him, he knows how to throw hands.
Yeah, Luffy he does go all out for most of his fights, but he tries his absolute best to stay in base form. Mm-hmm. Every time he gets a power up, his base form gets even stronger.
Exactly. And so you can imagine that when he does go into year 2, year 3, and then year 4, even year 4 Snake Man is very, very powerful, able to stand toe to toe with Kaido.
Yeah.
Before he even got his Joy Boy transformation, they were going toe to toe, all out.
Man.
And so that's something not many people in the One Piece verse has ever done. Nobody has ever stood toe to toe with Kaido and just gave him the fight of his life like that. And then on top of it, he awakened afterwards. So he's a very strong combatant.
Yeah,
And
some of the points people make on Twitter, like I feel like at first, like it could be a reach that Luffy is the strongest anime character of all time, because he's definitely not. Like, don't go that far, man. You make people hate One Piece even more by talking like that. But he is definitely a part of a lot more debates now.
Yeah, exactly. He's definitely in the conversation. Right.
Yeah. Luffy enters the chat now.
Exactly.
I'm proud of him.
Exactly.
Yeah, we got besides for the Admiral matchups we don't really know who would be like the best dude for Green Bull. Maybe Sanji could be the best dude for Green Bull. But Kizaru, and then you have to figure out who's going to fight Kizaru and Akainu 1v1.
Oh, dang. Akainu would probably definitely go to Luffy, too.
Yeah.
Because Akainu's top tier, too. We cannot take that away from him at all.
Yeah, he don't have no speed advantage, but that is a raw, nasty dude with the power of lava.
Yeah, that lava is no joke.
Yeah, and his ability, he uses as far as what we've seen, he's used armament hockey quite a bit, and we haven't seen conquerors, and we haven't seen his observation skills just yet. But we know he has it.
Yeah.
We have a feeling.
A possibility that he has either 2 out of the 3 hockey mastery or whatever, or he just has all of them. But especially his awakening, we haven't even seen his awakening yet. Man. Oh my God! Can you imagine? Like, I would love to see Akainu go all out 100% with the awakening, because we have not seen him or Aokiji, because Aokiji hasn't went all out either. We haven't seen his awakening. But we heard that they both awakened on that island when they fought each other, permanently altering the island's ecosystem.
Yeah.
Right? So, and when he went against Whitebeard at Marineford, he never had his awakening. But he was still giving Whitebeard them hands, And
Whitebeard tried to end his life. It's just like, you should probably take that fight a little bit more serious. That's a Yonko, bro.
Yeah, he wasn't even taking it serious like that.
He had time to talk shit to Ace and Luffy. It was like, bro, what kind of demon time are you on, bro?
Right. He was on that time, though, man.
He basically said, Ace, you a bitch and your daddy a bitch too. He said, oh yeah, what?
Hey, yo, I seen this one YouTube video. They were dogging Ace. This one dude, he was talking about how Kaido and Whitebeard, Goldie Roger are all up in One Piece heaven, and they talking. And then Ace tried to get in the conversation. They told that dude, they was telling him to shut up, all that stuff. They was like, dude, we don't even Whitebeard was like, disowning him.
Oh my god!
So D. Rogers said he ain't no son of mine. I was like, yo,
wow!
all because he let Akainu get in his head, man. Like, all you had to do was walk away at that point. You were almost home free. You let this dude start talking smack about the daddy you never met, first of all. The daddy that never raised you. And then, okay, on top of that, then he started talking about Whitebeard. But at the same time, dude, you have to live for your brother, man.
Exactly.
Your brother right there, bro. Get your brother and run. Think about him, bro.
Live to fight another day, man. Y'all can get a rematch.
No, he had to turn around. Like, what you say about my daddy? You ain't talking about Whitebeard. Don't be talking about Whitebeard like that. What you say about my daddy? Like, bro, just go home, Ace. This was the point that everybody started hating Ace. Everybody loved him up until that point. They were like, this dude right here had one job: escape.
Man,
I kind of was like, oh, I already know what's about to get him.
I got this little punk. I'm gonna talk about his daddy.
Hey, your daddy ain't shit, man. It's like, oh, and Whitebeard ain't either, man. Because got all them holes in him bleeding out, and that's supposed to be your leader. Come on,
your daddy a punk bitch.
Your daddy your biological daddy a and your adopted daddy is a bitch. Like,
it's like that Ike Turner meme when he turned around looking like, you say something to me. That's Ace. He was Ike Turner at that hot moment. He was like, oh man, he about to throw your whole life in your career.
One job, my God.
He traded one execution for another.
Well, even worse one, if you could say that.
He's like, dang, you got a heart full of lava now. Look what you did.
You about to get the quickest death, the quickest, most painless death, a guillotine. Then you were about to get freedom. You were home free when they came and got you. All you had to do was escape with Luffy.
Yeah, Luffy gonna need that 1v1 with him next time they run together. It's on site.
I wouldn't even blame Luffy if he just forgave. I kind of was like, you were just doing your job, man. That was Ace's fault. That was Ace's fault.
Luffy would do some crap like that.
Yeah.
The maddest.
I'll be back in just a second. I gotta go take care of kids for a second, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, good. Yeah, Luffy. I've only seen him like truly mad at somebody was Blackbeard, because it was Blackbeard's fault in the first place. They impled down, and Blackbeard talking shit like, "Yeah, I was going to kill you at Skypiea," and I was Luffy clapped back. He was like, "Oh, why don't you do it right here?" It was. He literally
was like, "I'm right here, bro. What you waiting on? I'm right here, homie."
I was like, "Luffy,
I'm right here, bro."
I ain't never
don't
seen
say
Luffy.
you was going to when I'm right here. Do it.
Like, bro, you can do it today. Let's get it on.
Feeling a froggy, man. He definitely don't want to see Luffy right now, man.
Luffy was so mad about Ace already having to break him out. He was just like, I'm tired of this fat nigga talking to me. Luffy went straight to Gear 2 and hit him in his stomach. I was like, God, Luffy is mad.
He don't want to see Luffy right now.
Luffy wasn't even he wasn't even that mad when fighting Kaido.
I don't even think Luffy would even go into Gear 5th to fight Blackbeard right now. Because all he had to do is go either Snake Man, or if that, and use armament hockey on that dude and give him the hands. That's gonna hurt him like a mother.
Luffy would probably give him a run for his money in base form, man. Luffy's hockey game is just ridiculous right now. And I'm sorry for all the Blackbeard fangirls, but
Blackbeard just ain't like that, man.
He ain't. Him and Shanks do not need to team up to take that nigga
Blackbeard, down. I would say Blackbeard do got 2 devil fruits, but for what? Why did he steal the second devil fruit?
To get his
it
one.
Didn't help him.
to get his one dub over freaking Garp, which Kuzan got that dub.
Yeah, exactly. Kuzan got that dub. He went off after Law, and Law still escaped him. Law still escaped a Yonko that had 2 devil fruits and part of his crew right there. Law was by it. It was him, pretty much him and Beppo, because the rest of his crew member wasn't really, they weren't jack.
It's straight up boo-boo.
That's all you had to do. You had a job. All you had to do was capture them 2 with all your people that you had with you that had formidable devil fruits. Them devil fruits were definitely formidable. And you had one of the, or if not the most powerful devil fruit that they said can destroy the world, and you still managed to lose.
Still, man, he could have turned off Law's devil fruit, and honestly, and Law was still giving him to work with it. He was like, bro, you could turn off his devil fruit, bro. Why did you not use it?
I think the thing is, Blackbeard, I think that's the drawback to the dark fruit. I think he has to make physical contact to do that.
Yeah.
What's that?
When he turned off Luffy's devil fruit, he had to like pull Luffy to him.
Yeah,
to turn it off.
So like, that's the one thing people ain't taking into account. That's not a good thing. If he has to physically touch people to turn it off, that's not good. Because 9 times out of 10, if he goes against a Awakened Logia or a Logia period or a Paramecia, they're going to keep their distance and work him.
Yeah, he's going to eat.
Not to mention a master of hockey. Y'all telling me, y'all saying Blackbeard would lose to Shanks. I mean, Shanks will lose to Blackbeard. Are you kidding me?
It's insane, man. Some people were even going as far as saying Shanks and Luffy gotta jump him.
Are you freaking kidding me, bro?
Y'all are insane, bro. Y'all Blackbeard fans are insane.
Pretty much 2 hockey masters that don't even have to use his. Luffy don't have to use his devil.
Nope.
For Blackbeard. Okay, right? Second of all, even if Luffy uses devil fruit, Blackbeard's still getting that work because Luffy's infusing it with hockey. Then you got Shanks over here, who's a master swordsman and master of hockey. And you're and that's Blackbeard's weakness.
Greatest weakness. Like Blackbeard would be lucky to even keep a distance from him and Shanks.
The only reason he became emperor is because of that second devil fruit, the Gura Gura no Mi. Right? He's able to cause earthquakes, right?
Yeah.
And it's able to affect the world. Yes, we get that. But if he's going against someone that is on the level of that devil fruit, if not more powerful, because they are emperors, and emperors are on a different level than the devil fruit they even have, right?
Yeah.
You want to go against Shanks and his crew who has no devil fruits, so they're unaffected by the dark fruit. And second of all, they can turn off hockey, so whatever hockey you do have, it's shutting down. So it's straight hands from there.
Yeah, and Teach fat ass ain't got hands.
He does. No.
I think like that's the biggest drawback. Like he even told Ace from the jump, like I do have a drawback to the dark fruit. I take a lot more damage than I normally would with any other Logia fruit. This is like, bro, why did you even eat this damn fruit? It's like you got advantage over grunts, but once you start going up against the
he didn't logically think about that, did he? All he heard was the dark fruit can shut off other devil fruits, but he didn't logically think about, oh, I have to physically touch these dudes to turn it off.
I mean, I'm just gonna jump out here and say that I think that, and I can totally be wrong, but I think you two are severely underestimating Marshall D. Teach, and that's cool. I don't have any love for him. Okay, like I don't like the guy. I don't think he's gonna win anything, but I think that you guys are really, really underestimating
I don't
him.
think it's the thing of underestimating him. He just doesn't understand the potential he has.
Yeah. I don't agree. He put together one of the. I mean, you're like, I know you guys will say, oh, well, he's, we think that he's the weakest of the Yonkos, but he went from having no crew at all to having a Yonko crew in a third of the time that it took Luffy to get there.
Yeah, he's very capable, but he didn't logically think about that.
He thinks strategically over a longer period of time than what people are giving him credit for. And the fact that he has stolen at least one devil fruit power that we know of, and no one, not even you guys, can even fathom how he's doing it. So as if you can't think of how he's doing it, how can you stop it?
For the most part, like the hints that we had, like the person that he gets the fruit from has to be dead. Because the scene where at the Battle of Marineford, when Whitebeard finally dies on his feet, they throw a black curtain over him, and Teach goes under that curtain with the dead Whitebeard. Then he pops out, and he's like, "Oh, guess who got the Gora Gora no me now? Me." And it's just like, bro, what did you do underneath that curtain? Did you suck him off? What did you do? How did you get that fruit power, bro?
You sound really jealous there, Deante. You were wanting that Blackbeard D, weren't you, dog?
Nah, it seemed like Teach wanted him some Newgate. Dude, I don't know how he's getting these fruits, but apparently it involves being behind a black curtain and a dead body.
A black curtain.
Because to get the two fruits, first you have to cup them and fondle them softly.
It's just like, dude, like.
I don't want to know, bro.
Teach has some of the most dangerous fruits in the world at his possession right now. He just might be.
I don't know that he can beat Luffy or Shanks at all. But I know that we don't really. First off, nobody has any idea really what Shanks can do. We've seen 2 moves from him total in the history of the entire anime and manga. One of them was in the movie One Piece Red, and the other one was in the manga with him one-shotting
the Kid Pirates.
But I mean, he didn't even one-shot the Kid Pirates, did he? He only got Kid, because weren't they all standing around Kid afterwards?
The hockey from the attack was so powerful that before it hit them, they fell out. Yeah,
that's right. All right, but we don't really know what Shanks can do. We don't really know what Whitebeard can do. The only one that we have any basis of to form an opinion is that we know what Luffy can do. And even there, everyone's still up in the air about what Gear 5 can do. So for anyone, and I'm not talking about you guys, I'm saying for these guys to say that, Blackbeard is going to take Luffy and Shanks to jump him, could it be a 3-way battle when it comes down? Possibly. But I don't see something about the way Shanks is acting right now. I don't see him being friendly with Luffy. I'm sorry. I don't know.
He's not going. It's a race to get the One Piece. He's not going to make it easy for Luffy. Luffy's going to have to fight him in the end.
Yeah.
Like we're not friends. This isn't.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that's where I think that theory about them tagging together to take down Teach is a kind of a reach, and also like. That's kind of overkill at the same time because Luffy and Shanks, like, bro, like 1v1 is all you need. Luffy versus Blackbeard, we can conversate about that all day. Blackbeard versus Shanks, we can conversate about that all day. But Luffy and Shanks versus Blackbeard, sounds so
That's not
stupid.
even. No, that's
No.
way too much.
That
Plus,
No.
if you add their crew, it's overkill.
yeah,
I'm going to throw out there that my call on it, and I think I've told you both this before, is that I do think that Blackbeard is going to get more devil fruit powers. He's
Yeah.
going to keep acquiring them, and he's going to kill Shanks. And that's going to make Luffy go over the top and beat him. That's going to make him chase Luffy down. I don't know what he's going to get to help him kill Shanks, and I'm not saying this is definitely what's going to happen. This is my call on it.
Yeah.
And I mean, I don't know what's going to happen, but I'm saying that if you watch the way most anime play out, there is it takes a great change, a great what's the word, upheaval in the person's life to bring forth that character development that moves them into the end game. And I have a feeling that Shanks dying in front of Luffy is going to be what pushes him to that. And I think that they have set it up the whole time that Blackbeard is going to be the final enemy for Luffy to face. Like it's foreshadowed.
I could buy Blackbeard being the final enemy. I think what I can't buy is killing Shanks, because right now he's in position to just kill Garp.
Exactly.
And motivate
That's enough
Luffy.
right there to motivate Luffy to go after him.
He was like, "Yeah, I got your grandpa.
You killed his brother. Now you going after his blood, his grandpa." Yeah, and although his grandpa didn't raise him, but his grandpa did he did raise him.
Yeah, he raised him
until a certain point. But exactly, that's enough. That right there is enough in itself to push him to that character development that he needs to go all out and to take this serious. Like, no.
I don't feel like Blackbeard is going to be the one to kill Garp, though. I think that Garp's going to be. I don't know. I don't think Garp's going to die right away. I think that they're going to put Garp in.
They may capture him. That's what I'm saying. They may capture him, hold him hostage. That's still enough, right there. You caused his brother death. Now you're threatening to kill his grandpa. You got his grandpa hostage.
Okay,
bro. If that ain't enough for me to be motivated, I don't know what is.
Yeah,
I don't think that. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. Luffy, he's got his ties to his grandpa. I think because of the events that happened at Marineford, that he's kind of like, I'm on the fence about saving Garp right now because he had a chance to help me and Ace out, and he didn't. So Luffy could still be mad at him about that, but at the same time, he's just like, if Garp is going to die, I can't just let my grandpa go out like that. And it's Teach that's going to do it too. So it's just like
the same person that caused his brother to die.
So
that's no.
Luffy got enough in the tank.
His brother to die. It was Akinu, wasn't it?
He turned him in. Blackbeard turned Ace in.
Yeah,
right?
the whole war started because Teach turned in Ace for execution. And Luffy, he figured it out. He put two and two together the moment Teach told him. He was like, I'm the reason Ace is getting executed and blah, blah, blah. I could have been a warlord if I just killed you at Skypiea first. And Luffy was like, well, I'm here now, nigga. Kill me now. Let me see something. Like, whoa, Luffy, calm down.
That dude got heated.
Never seen Luffy that mad before. Luffy is one of some of the craziest villains ever, and he just like lighthearted whooped their ass. And then Teach come up talking shit about his brother, and he just like, all right, bro, it's on now. It's like that.
I haven't seen Luffy that mad since he socked that celestial dragon out for shooting what's his name?
Luffy did. That's like the most iconic punch in anime.
Yeah. So yeah, he was probably to that point right there. Like Luffy didn't care that he was about to kill a celestial dragon. He was about to give that dude the work right then and there.
That dude.
You know what I'm saying? and then suffer the consequences later. He didn't care.
He sent that dude to the gulag, bro, with that punch. Oh my god, bro.
Yeah, that was the shot heard around the world for multiple reasons.
That's like two of Luffy's maddest moments of all time. Like, dude.
Yeah. So yeah, he already got enough reason right there. But when he finds out that, Teach has Garp, he's gonna probably go. Yeah, he's gonna go 8.
Yeah,
you may very well be right, but like I said, I'm still calling it. I think that Blackbeard's gonna kill Shanks there at the end. I think that's gonna be what happens, and that's gonna set up.
You know what I want to
final showdown.
You want to know what I think? Okay, so everybody talking about the final villain for Luffy. That's cool and all. Like, I think Teach will be the final villain for Luffy. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think it's the final test or hurdle. I think Shanks is going to be the final hurdle and test, because he did tell Luffy, do not return. We're not going to see each other, and you're not going to return a hat to me until you become one of the greatest pirates in the world. And in order to do that, you have to defeat the Yonkos and over, achieve finding the One Piece. And guess what Shanks is doing? He's actively going after the One Piece. I think he's going to find the road poneglyphs, and he's going to meet Luffy at Laugh Tale. And that's when Luffy's going to have his final battle. And it's going to be different. It's not going to be like they're going to be enemies. They're not going to be buddies either. It's going to be to see who's the greatest pirate and who deserves to be king of the pirate, or if Luffy deserves to be king of the pirate.
Yeah, I think it's going to be on the same basis as how Luffy fought Kaido, because all they did was enjoy the fight.
Exactly. Yeah.
They had a lot on the line, but they still found time to enjoy it. Like, bro, like,
because I just don't see Blackbeard. He's not an all-around master of really just outside of Devil Fruit. You know what I'm saying? Shanks is going to give Luffy that test. He's going to test his combat ability. He's going to test his hockey ability, his Devil Fruit abilities. He's going to see how he thinks on his toes. He's going to see if he has that final, I don't know, je ne sais quoi, whatever he needs to be the Pirate King.
Yeah.
And he's going to test him. And if Luffy can outright beat Shanks in a 1-on-1, just outright defeat him.
Yeah.
Hey, congratulations.
If Shanks does have to die, it may, at the very least, I think it might have something to do with like the Holy Knights, like the Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights, that dude with the moon-shaped facial hair and the hair.
Yeah.
Because a lot of people are speculating like that's his dad, and it's like if he's the Supreme Commander of the Holy Knights, then he's got to be one powerful motherfucker. And the girls say dispatch the Holy Knights to wipe out continents, and that's what they're doing. They're getting ready to do now. So if the Supreme Commander shows up anywhere on the battlefield, only one character is probably strong enough to face him head to head. And it might be Shanks. Shanks may die fighting him, but he'll weaken him up just enough to one of the Straw Hats to take him down. That's who I think might kill Shanks if it's possible.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
Because some people think it's Mr. Whatever his name, Figureland is Shanks' dad, and other people say Rocks is Shanks' dad. So it just depends on what theory that you want to run with.
Or whatever Oda just like. I don't know. I can see either one of them. Like in his Shanks' dad, and I can see Shanks' mom being a celestial dragon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's why every time, and that pretty much does explain why Shanks demand that respect from the Gorosei and the Marine, is because they know his family.
Yeah.
Or they know who his mom is. You know what I'm saying? She could be a celestial dragon.
And if his dad is really the supreme commander of the Holy Knights, then they definitely gotta respect Shanks because their dad will wipe out Mary Joy by himself, probably.
Like you, I mean, you gotta give him that, that respect. You know what I'm saying?
He was one of the Marines
He's
that
the
was on the
son
front
of
line.
a freaking general or whatever, a holy knight or whatever.
They refer to him as he's referred to as like one of the champions of God Valley.
Yeah, and so and say that he is Rock's son, right? Like I said, his mom could be a celestial dragon, and his mom could be part of the Figureland family too. That could be her dad, Shanks' grandpa, or it could be Shanks' uncle. We don't know. You know what I'm saying? And maybe Shanks came about because, Rox and his mom fell in love or something, and they wanted to get rid of Rox because he was a pirate. And so Rox stole. Who the heck put Shanks among the treasure that Roger had got and found Shanks on? Because we know that's how Shanks was found. Is he was a baby that was in the treasure that Rox got off of. I don't know if it was God Valley or whatever. He was amongst the treasure. Rox opened the chest and sing Shanks in it. So it's like either who did it. So I can see that. I can see if Rox was his dad. Rox took Shanks away and stole him amongst the treasure. He knowing that Roger would find him and not tell Roger about it until he was was dead or something. Because
he just based off of that lineage alone, like Shanks, it definitely ain't gonna be no pushover. So if Blackbeard did get lucky enough to kill Shanks, it'd have to be some dirty shit.
Real dirty. Like, and I don't think.
I suppose.
I don't know how you catch Shanks off guard like that.
Like probably the same way he caught him off guard when he gave him the scar.
But we know he wasn't off guard though.
He wasn't?
When he told Whitebeard that he didn't that Blackbeard didn't sneak attack him or he didn't catch him off guard, he outright attacked him and gave him that scar.
I feel like maybe it was a sucker punch that he gave him the scar. I don't know. It could be a number of things, but I don't think Teach man enough to do that to Shanks and live to tell the story.
I don't know. Looks like he did.
Right. Right. So yeah.
Yeah, I honestly
but I mean, you never know who's going to win, and we don't know. Like I keep saying, we don't know who's going to change by the time all that happens.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
If it comes down to the fight, and Blackbeard's got 12 devil fruit powers by then.
Oh my god!
I'm gonna say he's probably gonna take the W there.
Yeah.
That's a bit over the top, but that's what the point I was making is that we don't know what he's gonna have.
We don't know what level he's gonna be at when he meets Shanks.
Yeah, does he have like a third devil fruit? Is he a better hockey master?
Right. Like,
depends on how much
I don't know, man. I don't see Teach being a hockey master, though.
Nah.
It's weird.
I've
never seen him use hockey, period.
He could also be kind of like Yuabaha from Bleach, where whenever his subordinates die, he's going to take their power.
True.
And if he starts taking all their powers, that's a lot of devil fruits too.
True.
And then Oda would have to go through the trouble to write him in using it. So
right, and then
make it make
go
sense.
Over there and beat
you know
his
what
ass.
I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
It's got to make sense. It can't be like no. It's got to make sense. It can't be an ass.
The first thing that come to my mind is like Teach just going all out, just throwing out crazy devil fruit powers left and right, and Luffy alternating reality and nullifying all of those attacks. Like not turning his
They all
power off.
become rubber.
Everything comes rubber and nothing hurts Luffy. Like, oh, did you just throw fire at me?
Yeah, or like, he could do what he did to Kaido, pick the ground up, bounce it back.
Yeah.
You know, it's just...
The sky's the limit with Luffy, man. Like, I know we ain't supposed to underestimate Teach, but we also can't underestimate Luffy. Like, who's his next sensei going to be?
I think Shanks is going to teach him less. You know what I'm saying? Or at least test him.
Yeah, he'll probably gain some knowledge from Vegapunk, and then he'll probably get the rest of his knowledge from Shanks. That's what I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh yeah, you're good.
I don't know where to think we're going from here. I have a feeling that he's going to run into his dad, and we're going to learn something more about Dragon too. Because I mean, there's a reason why isn't Dragon supposed to have the highest bounty in the entire show?
Yeah,
he sure does.
There's got to be a reason for that. I mean, not just because he's the leader of the Revolutionary Army. There's got to be some power behind that.
I can't wait till the day I figure out what the freak his devil fruit is. That's like another one of the biggest. Okay, so we know what Shanks is pretty much capable of. We don't know nothing about Dragon. That's like it used to be Shanks. It used to be the biggest mystery until he demonstrated his hockey power on 1-0 when he shut off Green Bull's hockey or devil fruit. He shut off his power.
Yeah, he wrapped him up and said, "Don't you move."
Exactly, dude. That's another reason why I don't see Teach killing Shanks. Shanks is gonna shut that down, man. But
he did that to a whole admiral too.
Exactly, man. Like, anyways, and then like, yeah, we know what he's capable of pretty much with attacks and stuff. And his hockey, so we got a glimpse into what Shanks can do. All we know about Dragon is that he has the highest devil fruit, and every time he's around, the weather changes.
Yeah, his devil fruit is a mystery. The reason why his bounty is the highest in the world is a mystery.
It's a mystery. Shank's mom, not Shank's mom, but Luffy's mom is a mystery. There's so many things that I want to know the answer to. I want to know who the heck is Shanks, or not Shanks, but Luffy's mom.
Yeah,
yeah.
Oda's little interview about like, oh yeah, mom's not important. I'm like, yeah,
I feel like he's trying to throw us off.
Yeah, I think he's playing with us again. Like,
yeah.
Bro, honestly, we got three options right now. We got Queen Lily that could be King Emu. We got Luffy's mom that could be King Emu. And then we got Shanks' mom that could be King Emu. Because a lot of us come to the conclusion that Emu is a woman, but they call it King Emu.
And that's another thing. I think one of the girls referred to it, or somebody in that one chapter, I don't know, I might be wrong, referred to it as him, right?
Yeah.
Somewhere in that chapter, and I'm like, so I don't know what people are talking about, man.
So is Emo a dude, or is it the same situation as Kaido and Yamato? Because Kaido called Yamato a dude so much. It's like, what kind of dude run around with titties like that, bro? Like, bro, why you keep calling it your son? You see the Kaido, I'm sick of you, bro.
Or it could be a situation where it could be both.
Gender fluid, man.
You know?
Maybe,
exactly.
And here's the thing is that in today's world, if Yamato identifies as a male, then we're supposed to respect that and consider them a male. Give her that props. Just like if someone's name is Charles and they say, I want to be called Chuck, You call him Chuck. It ain't your place
okay.
to say,
I
I
will.
would call you Charlie. I don't give a fuck if you want to be Chuck.
Can I
Okay.
say I will respect Yamato and what
Her pronouns.
if you want
Or
to be called
his
Odin,
pronoun.
Odin, I'll call you Odin. But just know, Odin, I would clap them cheeks if you gave me a chance.
Amen.
I would
I'm
get
there
on my
on that.
knees for him. I would get on my knees for him.
I'm gonna see what's under the skirt.
I
And
wanna
if
see.
it comes flopping out, I'm gonna
Okay,
run
never
for the
mind.
hills. But
Yamato is the bro, but I have to hit that. I have to hit the bro.
Dude,
twice,
we are
just to make sure.
we are
bro.
sound
Back,
as sus
you
as
know?
crap, bro. Look,
Me
Hit
and the
it
bro
from the
smashing
front
right
and the
now.
back.
Yeah.
they're gonna be like, dude, you smashing that? Ain't that a dude? I'm like,
I call him bro, but it don't feel like a bro when I'm
Man, I'm just saying, like any of y'all that said, if anybody says that they ain't never seen a trans woman that they thought was good looking, then y'all ain't never looked up Nicole
Dude.
Maines, because that woman is fine. Okay.
Let me go on record and be the person to be like, I've seen some that can pass. And
Me
I
too.
was like, before I realized exactly that they
Are trans
were
trans women.
yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I slipped up a couple
You
times.
had
Was
feelings?
like, dang,
He got a boner.
You had groinal feelings.
dang,
Uh-huh.
I was like, that chick is fun. I'll give her the business. And then they was like, that's a dude. I was like, never mind.
It's not a dude though.
Well, I mean, okay,
There's a
No,
big
I
difference
know you're not
between.
saying that. I'm not saying you're saying that. I'm saying,
you know what I mean?
because they'd be like, it ain't a dude though. Like,
Well, yeah.
If I get it.
But you know what I
But-
mean? Like,
He was like, there's a
Man.
big difference between used to be a dude and still a dude.
Right. Exactly. Big difference.
Big
Huge
difference.
difference. Like sometimes it's like only 6 inches of difference, but sometimes it's a full 9 to 12 inches of difference there. Okay.
It depends on if you're indoors or outdoor type of person.
or maybe they could have had the full operation, and then you just don't know.
Then you working with a
Like,
tent or a
but like-
sleeping bag.
No, I mean, I
Thing
respect
is-
everybody. I'm gonna say this: I respect everybody and who they want to be, what they want to be. I have no problem with that. But like the minute you tell me that you were born biologically a guy, is the minute I'm like, you do you.
Right. And that's okay that you feel that way. I mean, I can't say that if I fell in love with someone and then I found out that they used to be different than they are, that I would not love that person for them. I mean, you know.
I can say that I've done that plenty of times to female. They would be like, I love you and stuff like that, and then I'll be like, I love you too, because I genuinely love that person. But the moment I find out either your father is racist or maybe either, I find something out about your past, I will dump you. Love and all,
back.
I'll dump you. If
You're gonna
it's,
dump
if
me
it's not,
because my dad was racist?
yes. If why do you think I'm now single now? Anyways, that's a whole. I'm not even gonna go into that right now.
Yeah, that's a whole rabbit hole right there.
Because the last chick that I was dating, come to find out, her dad was
Dad doesn't like niggas.
didn't like me, and there was a reason. And I was like, nah, I don't see this working. I don't see this working at all.
Mm-mm.
Okay, see, now there's where I'm just gonna say that from the outside point of view, like, first off, you were the perfect boyfriend for her because more than likely she was trying to get him to realize that y'all just people too,
Yeah,
It
yeah,
ain't there ain't nothing different. I mean, I'm not that there's no difference, but
yeah. I
on the
feel you.
inside, our skin tone, where we were born,
Yeah,
uh, that doesn't matter to who we are as people. And maybe she wanted him to realize that, or maybe she was
yeah.
just happy pissing him off, him seeing you come over and thinking, God damn it, that dude's fucking my
Either
daughter.
way, I didn't want to
Okay.
end up on the first 48. Okay, I can
That
honestly say that.
that N-word lover.
Yeah, I
Right,
wasn't. I
right.
wasn't gonna put up with that. I was not gonna
Man,
put up with that.
oh man, that's why
You
I love
know.
One Piece because they include everybody. We get
Yeah, yeah.
representation for all genders, all orientations, and all skin colors.
Exactly. Yeah. It's a
Yeah, yeah.
world. It's a world you can live in where, without judgment.
Yeah, in One Piece, the least the one thing you have to worry about at the very most is the classism that goes on. Other than
Yeah.
that,
Well, and they speak out about it. It's just that, there's got to be some kind of ism in everything, isn't there?
Mhm.
absolutely.
Hey, so Will, did you watch Knights of the Zodiac, that movie?
I don't think I have. Yeah.
That one, it's got I don't know if I talked to you about it, Deontay, but it's got Mackinu in it. He's the guy that's playing Zorro in the One Piece live action.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about it a couple times. I'm so far
Uh,
behind on movies that I got Stampede, One Piece Film Red, and
Yeah.
then there's one more that's on Crunchyroll
Right.
right now that I gotta watch. Once I watch those three, then I can watch Knights of the Zodiac.
Yeah, I probably need to see that though.
Yeah, I'm about 4 movies behind, but then I can finally catch up.
Okay, you said it has the dude that plays Zorro in the live action in it.
Yeah,
I might need to check that out.
yeah, and that dude Mackinu, the guy that plays Zorro,
Yeah.
and Sia, the Knights of Zodiac is about the anime and manga Saint Sia,
Well,
and Mackinu plays the main character Sia, and so like it's a good way to see him acting. But he's the son of Sonny Chiba.
mm.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
if you don't know, Sonny Chiba's legendary actor and martial
Martial
artist.
artist. Yep.
He was Hattori Hanzo in Kill Bill. The sword maker.
Yeah. Oh
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
if I ever make another sword again, let God cut me. And
Yeah.
that's Sonny Chiba, but he's
Okay.
like he's he's dead now, but he was older then. That guy was in movies back with like
They,
Bruce
oh,
Lee and Chuck
yeah, the
Norris back when
old,
they were
oh my God,
yeah.
back in Chinese theater and stuff, man.
Yeah,
Oh,
and that's Macanu's dad, man.
that's a
Like
legend.
he's
That is
got
a legend.
acting chops from, born with it, genetic.
Okay. Yeah, he
So
need to do more movies though, man. He need to come on.
he's a young kid.
That's
I
a
think
fact.
he's only I don't know if he's 18 or 21, but I mean he's young,
Oh,
man.
dang,
He's
I didn't think
young.
he was that young.
Yeah, we got about like 17 more days until the One Piece live action finally hits Netflix.
Yes, sir.
That's going to be a great Mugiwara Mondays topic.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna watch it.
We don't know if
Sure.
it's going to be controversial or the best thing that ever happened to us.
We
I'm
gonna have to
sorry.
see.
Macanu is 26 years old. So,
Mm.
but he's still a kid. That's
Yeah.
still young.
Yeah, he's pretty close to Zoro's actual age, at least his time skip age.
How old is Luffy in time skip? Like now?
19.
Wait, now he's 19?
Yeah.
Just now?
Mm-hmm. And
In
then
Wano.
in
Or eight.
19 years old, Gear 5,
What the heck?
running rampant.
I
Yeah,
thought
but that's
this was-
it doesn't make sense when they say that he's that old, though. Okay, because
Right.
if you look in one of the episodes, he says something, and I watched the video.
I thought he
They
was like
pointed
20.
this out. He says how they've been a crew for 7 years.
Have
That
they?
don't. makes sense. That don't make sense. though.
But in the official thing, it says that it's only been a year or two since they became a crew. But in
Yeah, so
one
I think
episode, it says that that Luffy makes a reference to them having been a crew for 7 years.
yeah, I think that might have been a Toye mistake because a lot of
I don't.
the YouTubers are confirming it, and then you go to the One Piece wiki pages. This
They've
is
only
like
been a thing.
the 2 year time skip, and then ever since Fishman Island, they've been moving by like a weekly thing. Like all these events are like a week to
Crazy.
week, month to month type of deal.
No way.
And like the events of Wano are just like a 72-hour thing. Like everything that's happened in Wano so far has only been like a span of 3 or 4 days. This is like what? That is insane.
That's crazy, man. I think I lost track. I think what it is that they've been doing One Piece for 20 years, and you telling me only 3 or 4 years has passed.
Yeah.
Yeah, if even 3. It's just like they got their power ups, their 2 year power ups, and then at the very most, from Fishman Island to the end of Wano, these
Luffy's
dudes are
not even in his prime.
yeah. Luffy ain't even hit 20 yet. Like Zoro's 21, Shanks is 35 now post time skip. Like Shanks is 35. Like what the crap? Like a couple years older than me and Will. Like what? Like one of the strongest characters ain't even that old. Ain't even that. This dude's a year older than Blake.
Yeah, this is I'm looking at some stuff on Reddit, and like almost everybody on there, it's like they were together about 6 months, then the 2 year time skip, then it's been about 3 months since the end of the time skip.
Man, that is crazy. Like so
So
much has
total
happened.
time is less than 3 years they've been together total.
That's wild.
That's wow. And they've been ripping and tearing through the new world.
Yeah,
They've been putting Yonkos on their butts over the past couple of weeks. Only couple of weeks.
This is insane. Like
Can you imagine the Straw Hat Pirates in their prime?
Oh god.
Oh my god.
Although, you know what though? This makes me think that with thinking about how fast they go through it, now I'm looking at like I was thinking that when they're doing the live action, because you got to figure they're probably going to do 10 to 12 episodes in the first season. We don't know yet, but we know that they at least get through Arlong, which is like 50 something issues in the or episodes in the anime.
Yeah.
So they're going to condense 50 episodes into 10 episodes. It means we're going to have things going a lot faster. But if it actually takes up less time, it makes sense that they would cut out a lot of the fluff and try and hit the meat of the stories as they go through them. So I have a feeling we're going to get a much more condensed version of our story, but it's going to be all badass shit.
Yeah.
So be prepared for it to feel like we are flying through it, because if you're anything like me, I felt like it took me 6 years to watch the first 50 episodes and get through Arlong. I don't know why. After that, the shit flew until I got to fucking Alabasta. Fuck Alabasta.
It does do that though.
Oh gosh.
It feels like forever to get past the first 150 chapters or 150 episodes or something like that, and it's like dragging at first, but then everything starts to move.
Yeah, I feel like East Blue kind of dragged a little bit, and as soon as it hit Alabasta, it just they were gone. Like I was in Skypiea in like a matter of 48 hours.
I need to watch that arc again, Skypiea.
Yeah,
it's supposed to be. There's supposed
so
to be
many ants in that.
It is supposed to be the most important arc, from what I've
And it's crazy looking back at it now. It is like there's so many like hints dropped in that one arc, and Oda knew what the vision that he wanted like back then.
Yeah, between Fishman Island and Skypiea, like those are two arcs you'd be crazy to skip.
Yep.
Crazy.
So this guy is breaking it down, and he actually goes through and day by day tells you everything that's going on in all of the stuff. So like, and he says East Blue Saga is about 15 days. The Grand Line is about 77 days, so barely more than 2 months. New World is so like that's after the time skip is the New World, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's 41 days. And now this is about 4 years ago when this happened. So it's gone a little bit further than that now, but not much. But in total, then he says 2 years, 134 days, or about 2 years and 4 months.
That is insane. Like, especially if Oda confirms this, like, yeah, bro, we ain't even hit year 3 yet. These dudes are liberating countries left and right.
Man.
Like,
good God. The Straw Hats are actually a lot more
crazy, man.
Well, I want you to think about this for a second. Can you give me an idea of when the fight started, like when they first attacked Onigashima?
Like, you want to know like a timeline?
Like the issue, we know we're on 1090 now, right?
Yeah.
So what issue was it when they first attacked Onigashima?
It was like 900 and somewhere between 970 the 980s area.
So you were looking at roughly, I mean, it hasn't even been a full 12 hours since that started.
Wow.
What?
It's not even been one night. It's still nighttime while they're fighting. They started the battle at night. It's still nighttime while Luffy and Kaido are fighting.
Wow.
You realize that. You never thought about it. I'm me saying this is the first time that you guys have realized that, isn't it?
This is the first time it's hit me, like literally. Like, what?
So you're
this
talking
is like
150 issues in 12 hours.
What kind of crew is this? This crew is like, they have the most potential out of any crew in this whole. More than Roger, more than I don't know, probably Rocks. Like, to do all of this and achieve Emperor status, just setting out, like, 2
not
years,
even 3 years.
And
not
you've
even
already
3.
achieved Emperor status, where it would have taken every other emperor. Looks like it might have taken them years, like 5-10 years to achieve.
Hang on, though. No, because think about it. Now, does it make even more? It's even more impressive to think that Blackbeard made it to being a Yonko before they went on their time skip, guys.
But Blackbeard was scheming way before that, though.
But no. He didn't have a crew. He didn't have a crew.
I know.
Him and
I understand
2 or 3
that.
other people when
But
he
think
met
about
Luffy.
it. He has been on a Yonko crew since he was a child. And he has been planning on getting his own crew since he was, I don't know how old, but
so
it's been years in the making. So he's carried out his plan. He's executed his plans perfectly one by one. Whereas Luffy just started off like, hey, I'm a kid. I'm gonna be a pirate one day.
And then, Luffy just been fucking winging it.
Exactly. That's way more impressive.
I get what you're saying, but if we're looking at this, you got 15 days and 77 days on the Grand Line. And that's when Marineford battle happens. That's 3 months that he went from having 3 or 4 people in, he didn't even have a pirate crew. And he went to being having 2 devil fruits and a Yonko in 3 months.
Yeah, but he planned this.
90
he mapped
days.
this out.
I
mean, this is impressive.
Man,
It is impressive.
Saying, like, you're saying he's one of the he's a Yonko. He's one of the 4 most powerful people on the planet.
Yeah.
And he made it there in 90 days. I don't know, man. I think that's pretty fucking impressive. In my opinion.
It's impressive, but not as impressive.
You have 2 years and 41 days for Luffy to reach that status after that.
But look how long he's been on Whitebeard's crew planning this.
Look how Buggy was on that crew. Was on
Rogers, yes.
Rogers' crew.
Buggy, all of this happened by accident. He didn't line his tail off. We're talking about Luffy. The feats that Luffy's accomplished.
Luffy's liberated like several countries
with his own hands. That's beyond impressive, man.
I'm not saying that I'm not trying to take away from what Luffy has done. I'm simply saying that, like, when you put all the time, the small amount of time that it's been for these guys to make these unparalleled jumps in power, it's impressive that Blackbeard did it in that time. It's impressive that Luffy did it in the time that he did, because you can bet your ass off that Big Mom, Shanks, Kaido, and Whitebeard all took longer to get there than they did.
Yeah.
Okay? So, not taking away from Luffy, but that's impressive that Blackbeard did that shit.
Yeah. I won't take away from Blackbeard's work, but man, Luffy to be able to free Alabasta, Skypiea, Fishman Island, go to war with the Marines, then save children on Punk Hazard,
go to war with Luffy, go to war with
liberate Dressrosa, and then liberate Wano too. Like, bro, Luffy is he's a madman.
And on top of that, liberated it from the strongest creature in the world. Mm-hmm. What the
Luffy is like the ultimate form of BLM. That is just like LM. Like, lives matter. We all matter, and
lives
we're everybody.
Like, these hands matter. These hands matter.
These hands rated
all the government to free all the people.
Yeah.
All hands matter, because we could
all hands matter.
Sorry.
Like, Luffy did
all hands matter.
It's like, Blackbeard, he made it to a Yonko status in about 90 days, but Luffy's liberated 8 countries.
All hands matter.
Holding shares lives matter. I'm sorry.
Pirate lives matter.
Wrong video. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
What?
You talking about the folding chair?
Oh!
Holding shares lives matter too, man.
You know what? I think that would complete Luffy's crew, is if he gets the folding chair man.
Yep.
Oh my God. He will be the most powerful pirate to ever live, hands down, if he get that guy on this crew.
Yeah, the 11 straw hat is a folding chair.
He may be even powerful than Zoro.
Ooh, man, that folding chair versus his 3 swords, man. Zoro don't stand a chance, bro.
Bro!
Y'all just taking pokes at me because it's my avatar, right? Is that what it is?
No!
Yeah, Zoro, my boy. That's my boy. Dude, I can't wait for this. I'm ready for 1091 to come out. And I'm ready for this. Well, actually, this next episode isn't really going to be all that exciting. Luffy's going to catch the lightning bolt, and that's probably going to be pretty cool. But I think
that's going to be groundbreaking right there, when people realize he can just manipulate the law of He breaks the law of everything. Like
man,
the feat, that is a feat right there to turn lightning into rubber.
yeah.
Come on.
I think we got about at least 2 or 3 more episodes before Kaido is lights out. And
Really?
Oh my
I
god!
thought we only had one more. I thought it was
I was praying. I was praying to God that it only took 3 episodes because I'm getting really tired of Wano.
yeah,
I'm really getting tired of Wano.
Especially when it's talking about how it's been going on for 150 episodes and we only got 12 hours of time movement.
A lot of people were just like, yeah, Wano isn't going to end in 2023. Like, no, it will end in 2023 because it's only August and Kaido should be knocked out by like early September.
September, and they should be getting off of Wano by October.
Yeah, because
there's only like 3 or 4 issues after Wano ends that they're celebrating on there, and then Green Bull shows up. So. And
that was about 2 or 3 chapters.
Yeah,
the whole Green Bull incident, and then Shanks and
so they should be out there by October.
And then I think as far as like I haven't seen the new episode titles yet, but this next episode is when Raizo puts out the fire in Onigashima. And I think the next 2 episodes after that should be Kaido getting his ass whooped.
Like, I can't stand when they do that. They just deviate from the fight to just like do some unnecessary stuff. Like, come on, please.
It's
like we are okay. Does it take that long to put out a fire? No,
it does not.
But
we already seen Kaido hit a knee. Kaido finally hit a knee this last episode. It's like, yep, this is it. I remember this chapter.
Yep, but they're gonna drag it out a little bit longer. About 2 or 3 more episodes.
Probably get one more recap episode. Like, come
on, no,
Toye, please, you're on a roll, man.
Don't milk it, please. I just want it to end, bro.
And then in the manga, what we got to look forward to is whoever the heck Kizaru is about to fight, and whoever got Luffy sweating bullets. I want to know.
I don't think he was sweating bullets. There was a bee to sweat.
But yeah, he had a bee, and it's just like, bro, Luffy, who the hell are you scared of, bro? Because you a reality warper at this point. Who you scared of?
The reason why that sweat was there is because he like, dang, man, whoever coming is really powerful, so it's gonna take a lot out. Yeah. But I can still do it.
I hope that's the case, because honestly, Luffy has no business being scared of Kizaru. Mm-hmm. So if it's somebody stronger than Kizaru that's lurking on that island, that's when I'm locked in.
It may be some different person than Saturn and Kizaru, or it may be Saturn. So I can understand him saying like, "Yo, there's a really powerful opponent coming," and so it'd be Saturn, and Saturn would for sure give Luffy a fight. I don't think he would give him the fight that Kaido gave him, type stuff, but he'll still give him one fight.
Yeah, especially if there's a whole lot of mysteries behind what type of devil fruit that Saturn even has, and where does it fare up to? Because Sabo didn't fight him. Sabo ran from the 5 of them because he had to get BV and whoever out their way, and Imu almost took them out himself. So. Is it Saturn that's got Luffy shaking in his boots? Is it one of the Holy Knights that just popped up? Shanks? Is it Dragon?
Oh God, I hope no. I hope not, bro. Then they'll have to run.
Yeah, dude. The way that they hyped up these Holy Knights, I wouldn't want smoke with them either.
They'll have to run.
Like these dudes are designed to take out entire continents by themselves. Nah, I'm good.
By themselves.
I'm good. It took 10 straw hats to liberate most of the countries we had, and it's just one dude who'll wipe out a kingdom.
Yeah,
that's who I think it is. I think one of the Holy Knights got dispatched, and Luffy sensed them.
Oh man, that's scary. That's scary. Yeah.
So, do we know who any of the Holy Knights really are?
Just one.
Just the one that they showed. It was like
Yeah.
3 or 4 issues ago, right?
Yeah, the one with the moon-shaped facial hair, like their supreme commander.
But
Yeah.
we don't know any of the other ones. Of the rest.
Yeah, they showed like their silhouettes, and then
Yeah.
people went crazy, and it was like, oh, one of them might be Shanks, and like, nah,
Oh my God! I wish people get off of that, bro.
please.
Shanks is a pirate through and through, bro. He was raised by Gold D. Roger. Come on. When did he have time to turn face and become people like, oh, Shanks is evil. He's working with the girls. Say, when did he have time to do any of this? When did he have time to live this double life and sneak off of Gold D. Roger's ship, go all the way back to Mary Jawar, and then relate to him information, then go all the way back to Gold D. Roger's ship and pretend he was asleep or something?
Yeah,
Nobody noticed this dude left. Like what? Come on.
The Holy Knights are like they
Use
gotta
common
give them
sense, my guy.
Yeah, these One Piece content creators are just pulling for stuff at this point.
Exactly, they wilding, man. They are wilding. They don't make sense half the time. Like,
no,
why would I don't get it, man.
Like, yeah, just because he has the sword and his cloak is kind of shaped the same way as Shanks,
Just
but it's
because
just like
he met with the girl say and he had the Marines shaking in their boots. Oh, he's been working with them and he's evil. And the pirate that he went to warn them about is Luffy. Make it make sense. He went there to warn them about Luffy for what?
man.
For what? So he's gonna stab Luffy in the back after he groomed Luffy into telling, bringing him up to be the most powerful pirate, giving him the straw hat that, pretty much his father, which is, if you want to be honest, Goldie Roger, which raised him, is pretty much his father. That his father gave him
the straw hat
to pass along or whatever, and he raised Shanks from a child, a baby, an abandoned child. And then, I don't get it. Like, what logic? Where?
Shanks could have gave that straw hat to anybody, literally.
He has no reason to work with the government right now.
Yeah.
They haven't even given him a reason. What? Oh, like, just because his family's a part of the Celestial Dragon, that gives him reason enough? Bro, my family can work for the government. That don't give me reason enough to snitch my friends out that I've been knowing longer than a long lost freaking uncle that's worked for the government. Like somebody, like the FBI will come to show up to my house. Hey, I'm your uncle. You're part of a very, very powerful family. I need you to snitch on all of your friends and Saturday Night Nerds. I'm gonna look at this nigga. I'm gonna look at him like, go suck a dick, bro.
Yeah.
I don't know you. Like, come on, man. It don't make sense to me.
I knew they were talking crazy the moment I remembered that this nigga just checked Admiral Green Bull. Like, hey, bro, you gonna let these pirates get their rest?
Exactly.
And he wasn't taking no for an answer. Green Bull was just like, you know what? Yes, sir. Yes, daddy.
Now, I think for the most part, he probably know how capable they are, that Luffy them don't stand a chance. And so he's trying to mediate and keep the peace for now until Luffy can hold his own against them. But I don't see Shanks being evil and betraying the Straw Hats.
And honestly, like, we saw Green Bull struggling against some of the other characters. Like, the Straw Hats were just sitting on the edge of a cliff,
Yamato,
like watching the whole fight together.
And Momonosuke, yeah.
And he was struggling against Yamato. And it's just like, bro, you ain't had no business going after the Straw Hats. Because Luffy really was fully rested. He would have killed him.
Yeah, he would have, he would have definitely buried him in the ocean.
I think Shanks did Green Bull a favor. Like, bro, get your ass off this island. Get your stupid ass off this island.
Up out of here.
You trying to solo the Straw Hats. You retard. Get off this. Go back to the base. Go back to your base.
You in timeout right now.
Yep, Shanks ain't evil. At least not for now.
But and if he did, Oda would have to make sense of it. He would have to backtrack and make sense of all of this.
Facts. And Oda
That's
does
too
not
much.
miss.
Yeah, that would take too much of his time. That would take unless he's already planned it, but still he would have to. It would have to make real he has to start filling in the gaps now and
Right.
to make it make sense.
Yeah.
Oda ain't got all the time in the world, man. Just let him get on this trail and stay on this trail and just receive the information as he gives it.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all wanted to do another stream next week. I don't think we're getting a new chapter. I know we're getting a new episode, but I don't know if we're getting a new chapter this week.
I mean, we can talk about the new episode next week.
Yeah, I know we don't get a new chapter, but we should get a new episode. But I mean, we can talk about something besides One Piece too. We can talk about that. Then I think the next JJK is when Gojo beats Sukuna.
Hey, no, stop it right now, stop. We already see where it's going. But anyways, we can talk about, we can also talk about the hidden inventory art and what we thought about it and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We got episode 8 coming up this Saturday too, and we only got one topic so far.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Then Cameron's doing like the SNN news segment, and Thomas is doing his slush head connects.
Yeah, and I want to do late night, but I don't. Yeah, we got to talk about that. And if we could possibly, since this just, I don't know if this strictly Mugiwara Monday. So if that's the case, we could save that JJK talk for the late night and just and just go off on Gojo again like we did.
Yeah, honestly, because this Saturday's episode 8, like if you trying to do like late nights this upcoming Sunday, probably work with Kenpachi to see like what time would work best for Kenpachi, and y'all could do like a major topic of JJK over SNN late night.
Okay. Yeah. No, that would work.
Maybe even get Jeremiah in here too.
Yeah. He been busy a lot lately, but
yeah, we'll figure something out for sure. Because I think next Monday is also Jacob's Film Perspectives new episode as well. So we're gonna have back-to-back content starting this Saturday.
Whew.
If things go
quite a bit. Yeah, we're gonna have plenty of content, especially all this starting this August. Man, yeah, it's going. And now that Deante has his own place and stuff, just expect some good content coming.
Yeah, SNN's making a comeback.
Yeah.
Either this Wednesday or Thursday, I'm gonna get on for some Diablo 4. I just gotta do some preparation these next couple of days with no distractions, and then we should be all set.
Yeah. Okay. Nah.
We got any other announcements?
Oh.
Dubby!
Yep.
Dubby Energy in the building. What's the code again?
SNN 2021. All caps.
All caps. You guys looking for a discount?
10% discount off of everything. Like merch.
Website?
Dubby Energy?
Yep. I think it's Doobie. Is it Doobie?
Is it Doobie or Dubby?
I think it's Doobie.
Doobie Energy.
Yeah.
For next time we
so
stream.
So far, it's pretty good, man. I wouldn't say that. Like, it's really, it's nice. It's got a nice flavor. I want to get the blueberry next, man. That's what I'm trying to get.
I'm gonna order my first pack sometime this week too.
And then probably, I think each flavor I order, I'm just gonna get a different like waifu cup that goes with it, and like with the blueberry, just get like a blue waifu cup, which has different designs on it. Like this one just has the it's the grape, and it has the chick with the long hair and the purple bra.
Yeah, waifu. Yeah, I definitely
Waifu
gotta get me
chicken.
one. The shaker cup I got right now is a little boring. It ain't got no waifus on it, so I gotta upgrade.
Yep.
Yeah, the next, probably for episode 8, I'm gonna try to like make a banner for W Energy and like put the discount code in it.
Yeah.
Maybe figure out how to put the link that people can click on so they can go directly to the store.
Right. It'll probably have to be in like you'll probably have to put it in the chat or something. Or if you want to do it with, you can definitely do it with Stream Elements too. Um,
That it's not a bad idea at all.
yeah.
So yeah, episode 8, Saturday Night Nerds, the main podcast, and then SNN Late Nights Sunday right after, and then Jacob's Film Perspective episode 5 on that Monday.
We got content. And stay tuned for the me and Deante's gaming nights. Like it's gonna be lit.
Gonna learn some Diablo gameplay and strategies.
And then I might read. Well, dang, you I don't even think Destiny has cross-play like that. Do it?
Uh,
I think it might be the one game that does.
Yeah, Destiny has crossplay, but we all got to have the right, have the same downloads, like the same DLC and stuff to play the same content.
Okay, so you can play with different consoles with.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I might even download Destiny for, re-download Destiny 2 for Deontay if he wants to get on it. And we can run
people gonna be surprised. They're gonna see the trifecta return to Destiny World.
Man.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys for coming out. Everybody that tuned in and watched and hopped in the comments section. Besides one really angry person.
What?
We got a whole lot of we got somebody that was really mad at us, but
for what?
Not acknowledging him.
Didn't give him no attention.
Wait, what? What happened? Who?
You don't see the comment section?
One Life Man on YouTube.
Yeah, he went off on us.
Whoa! Like, hold on, I'm sorry, bro. Is it on YouTube
I'm
or
the
what?
only one in the chat. Yo, ignore me. This channel will not reach the top. Just saying. I'm like, dang, man, you got your feelings hurt. I'm sorry about that.
Hey, thank you.
But you're alone, so you can go ahead and go cry. It's okay.
Yeah.
We ain't gonna say nothing about it, man.
Look,
go ahead, go get your cry on.
We weren't trying to ignore anybody. We were just having a good time. We were into it, man. Like, I mean, I don't have the chat in front of me. I'm sorry. You know what I'm saying? My fault, I guess. But anyways, like,
it's been months since we had Mugiwara Mondays. We just had a lot to say.
Right. To say that we ain't gonna make it. We're
like, bro, you mad?
Chill. I mean, thanks for being a hater. We accept haters too.
Like,
we love haters.
Big man.
Yeah, haters got something to do. They got
haters
hate.
have a spot in this little organization too. Join us. Be our biggest hater.
Exactly, man. Start a group. All y'all haters to band together.
Yeah, hey, more attention for us, man. Come on.
Yeah. Saturday Night Haters. There you go. That's a squad right there, man. Tell us how.
Your best bet would have been to just ignore us and not say anything, but you gave us the attention.
Exactly. Like, probably still following our channel. And
Look, man,
Like,
we're not trying to be dicks or anything. Like, we're not dicks. I'm sorry. We just didn't see it. But for you to say all of that, I'm not gonna
Hey, just so
bend
you
over
know,
backwards for you.
I don't want to give anybody the wrong idea. I'm a dick. I'm an asshole. I'm that guy, all right? And honestly, if you don't like it, I
Yeah, I
kind of
mean,
think you can fuck off. I'm not really a part of SNN. I'm just here hanging with these guys talking shit today. So if you don't like me, don't hate on these guys for it. Come hate on me. My name's Kenpachi. I got a Facebook. Look me up, man. We can talk.
yeah, absolutely. You're more than welcome to slide in me and Will's DM too. We'll dance with you. We'll dance with you.
Yeah, I just don't want to bring no hate on you guys. I mean, trust me, I'm happy to be a part of their crew, but I wouldn't bring nothing on them when I say fuck off. That's purely me saying that. That's the
yeah.
asshole in me. I exude it.
But look, guy, man, it's all good, man. I'm sorry. Next time, hopefully next time you come back out, right? And we'll have less. We like Deontay said, man. It's our first time back in a long time, and we just had a lot to say. So we weren't really looking at at the chat or whatever. But for you to go off like that, guy, look, just get to know us, man. Come join us. Come hang out with us. For our gaming nights, you know what I'm saying? Go over to Twitch, you know what I'm saying? It's Saturday Night Nerds, all one word, you know what I'm saying? Follow us and we can chat it up over there in Twitch, you know what I'm saying? So yeah,
And we got this is plenty more streams where this came from. So
yeah, this is just one, man. This is just one. You know, just
this is the start of something big happening.
dang, bro, your day must have been horrible.
Dang, Saturday
You
Night Nerds
can't.
not
I
gonna
don't know.
reach
He
the
must have
top.
came out that one time. It's like you ignored me.
Forgot about all them other times we shouted you out in the comment section. What about those other times? Like the one time we missed your comment. Fuck
Right.
Saturday Night Nerds. Fucking think they're too cool for anybody.
You'll never make it. Like,
You ain't shit. You ain't never gonna be shit, and your daddy ain't shit either. God damn.
That's hardcore, man. You talking about my daddy?
oh man.
Like damn, like we missed just a couple of your comments. It ain't that serious, bro.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
It's all good. Everybody that
I'm a
didn't catch the
pit
stream, this will be
serious.
on the YouTube channel. You can go back and watch this all over again, and then hopefully you'll catch us for next week's episode.
Yes,
Right.
And without further ado, that is it for Mugiwara Mondays.